Alright, let's get into the game.
I hope our memories of today can make us happy.
Alright, we got some free pulls, and I got stuff in the mail. Oh, that's all well and good. Alright, get the daily material thingy.
Away with 1,000 memories like it.
Oh, the new outfits. I wonder when they're gonna send the content creator stuff. And we also have Snowbreak drops as well. Oh, maintenance compensation. Let's go. Alright, hi Simon. Welcome, welcome. Okay, you know what that means though? I wonder when they're gonna send like the content creator stuff. Doesn't matter. Right now we got some pulling to do. Alright, let's get some music playing as well. No, let's start it from a different thing. Yeah, let's do Sunshine Coastline. Alright. Let's pull. I think she's a shotgun, right? I haven't looked at her or anything yet. Well, she just came out, right? A couple hours ago? Let's do this. First 10 pull. What do we get? Can we get her? No. Alright. Alright, second 10 pull. Alright, because we're gonna pull in the weapon banner after if we have our resources left. Nothing. Alright. Third 10 pull it is. Right? And we get nothing. Alright. Fourth 10 pull. Hi Spider-Man Super Jake. Oh yeah, those of you guys on YouTube, make sure you have autoplay enabled so that after this stream is done, you'll automatically get redirected to the second stream I will be doing in a couple of hours. It's in about 3.5 hours, right? If you want to automatically get redirected there, make sure you have autoplay enabled. Right? That's just something to watch out for. Okay. Alright, let's get to 70 out of 80. Let's see. Will we get her? Okay, we got something. Alright, can we get her? Alright. I see Potrix is there. That's Chenching. Okay, that's what I actually like seeing Chenching 4-star. Because I don't have her at full manifestation yet. And I do like getting her dupes. Can I win the 50-50? Come on, 50-50 win. Let me win it for once. I've never won the 50-50 yet. Like, at all. Like, on a character banner. God damn it! Like, you're great and all, yo, but... that's not what I'm looking for. God damn it. Alright, let's keep going. I wanted her. I wanted the new character. God damn it, Yao. Like, you're great and all, but I don't need more manifestation. I already have you at, like, M2. God damn it. I don't need that. Okay. Wait, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna just go do this first. Alright, let's just get another 12 pulls there.
File that away with 1,000 memories like it.
Right. What do we have here? Because, like, I know I'll get the free shit later, but, like... nothing there. God damn it. Another 10 pull. I've, like, literally never won a 50-50. That's like, how many banners has that been now that I've lost the 50-50 on? I've never won a single 50-50 in this. Actual pain. Actual pure pain. Right. I just convert them there because I don't really care about the weapon. On standard, like getting a guaranteed standard weapon. Nothing. Alright, I can get like one more temple. Literally have like one. This is the last temple I can do. And we get garbage. Just a bunch of useless garbage. God damn it, I wanted the new character. And like, I have no idea how long I'm gonna have to wait before I can even get the weapon too. Right, because like, I'd have to wait for that too. We have all that there. Actual pain. I've never won a single 50-50, like, ever. Alright, I want to get the new character. And I had, like, so many pulls saved up, too. Actual pure pain. What the hell? I have... Okay, how far can I go? Wow, it's not even enough to get her to M3. What even is her M3? When it ends, for every remaining bullet recovers you energy consumed. Oh. Okay. And that just reduces the cooldown. I see. God damn it. I didn't need that dupe. I didn't really need that. I don't even have her built. Hi Tara. How you doing? But yeah, you guys on YouTube, make sure you have autoplay enabled. That was pure pain.
I'm just looking. What are you
Okay. Let's go grab that there. What's here? Operative trial. And then new stuff here. Okay, that's like tomorrow. We get 2 pulls tomorrow. Alright, let's go get the other stuff done. Would have turned on, what do you mean? Autoplay on YouTube, right? So that after this one, you get redirected to the next one in like a couple hours. Alright, for the redirection. Hi Mr. OP. I lost another 50-50 again in Snowbreak. Every single time I pull, I lose the 50-50 every single time. I've lost every single 50-50. Every single one I've lost. Every single one. Right? It's like cool I get a bunch of free resources, but it's like annoying because I'd have to wait for whatever that comes. Right? Like, yeah, sure, I'll end up getting it for free, but it's still annoying. Right? It's like every single time. I don't know why. It's like literally every single time. Like, I get enough free shit from the content creator stuff, but like, it's just annoying. How long until like all the shit here is like maxed out? Like all the free freaking manifestations I can get on them. Right, I'm missing that one. All these manifestations on characters I'm never gonna use. I do want to get that one though, and like, I do want her to get to M5 eventually. For like Chenching. What does Cirrus do again? I forget. I almost have her like fully maxed out and I forget what she does. Okay. Right. Let's see. What can we do then? Tasks. Login. Okay, we got some of that. What are the event thingies available? We get story here. All that other stuff is not available. Revision applications, those are always there. Okay, nice. We got fiber axons, all that, the usual stuff. Alright, there's the event weapon. What is this? What even are these things? They're just decorations, I guess? And this is like the logistics set. What is this one? Increases U energy recovery after equipping. Uses their ultimate skill. Gain enthusiastic praise for 25 seconds. Increases all types of damage. When changing operatives, effect is inherited by the newly deployed operative. Okay. When an operative, besides equipping one, uses their ultimate skill, when the effect is active, the bonus increases by 25%. Enthusiastic praise cannot stack or refresh, cannot be triggered again for 30 seconds. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I guess you could use her as like a support of some sort too. Alright. I already finished Odin Tunnel, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh well, we need to get some more free pulls somewhere. We'll do whatever we can then. There's 60 from doing that thing, but then there's like story. Alright. So it's gonna end like this. Once you're on this path, no one can turn back. Tess? Hey Tess, snap out of it, stop zoning out. Oh, that's right, they got rid of the thing. Do they have Japanese voices or something in here? I'll have to set that after. Right. Tenching, did you see that? See what? Never mind. It's nothing, it's a secret. Alright, and thanks for the follow as well, Pedoro Martinez. Alright, thanks for the follow. Unfortunately, I lost another 50-50. And I don't know exactly how many, how many weeks I have to wait for them to send me the free content creator stuff so I can go again. It's just annoying all the same though. I've never won a single 50-50, but I've pulled on every single banner and gotten everything. But also, like, I'm doing it for free. It is what it is. Alright, save your breath. I know you need, I know you and the Argent are hiding something from us. But that's not important right now. We need to figure out who's attacking us. Alright. You still can't make contact with the adjutant. All comms channels have been blocked. The enemy must be using advanced interference tech to keep us silent. Should I try to conjure up a pigeon and have it carry out a letter for us? Don't make any jokes in the field. Loosen up, Chensing. That's just how it is in the border region. Things can turn sour in the blink of an eye, even for the simplest stuff. You'll go crazy here if you can't handle any deviations from the plan. We've already come over 1,000 kilometers from the containment zone up to now, and everything had gone smoothly. Why is it someone trying to make a move now that we've reached the Rus border? They know we're from Yggdrasil, but still have the nerve to make such a bold move. There aren't many militant groups that brave. The weirdest part is they're only using light firepower. It's like they're trying to masquerade as a small-time gang or something. Maybe their identity would be revealed the second they start using heavy weaponry. Or maybe they're so arrogant they think this is enough to defeat us. Judging, look out! 1 week earlier. Ow, that hurts! This new guy has an awful temper. My shoulder isn't dislocated, right? The boss said you'll have your first mission with the adjutant next week. All the equipment needs to be configured for the highest specifications. It's going to be different than solitary combat and the special recon missions you're used to, and there won't be any logistic supplies or support. If we fail, Yggdrasil will deny any connection to us. The boss gives me that same speech every time. I've heard it all before. Tess, you don't really think she says those things for fun, right? No way. People on the outside looking I'm her own private soldier or something. But actually, she likes to bully the crap out of me and throw me into dangerous, impossible missions, one after another. Oh boy, what was I sent now? A bunch of stuff somewhere? Okay, I'll look at them later. Is it just her hobby or is she testing me? Either way, it doesn't matter. Since I joined the Heimdall Force, my own honor, safety, even my life aren't important anymore. So what do you care about? Why do you ask? Are you curious about me, Miss Intelligence Officer? All of your info is strictly confidential, even internally. No one knows any details about you other than the boss. Due to my responsibilities and position, I think I need to gain a basic understanding of you before you begin working with the adjutant. Alright, that makes sense, but I'm not gonna tell you. This is a great gun, thanks by the way. Where's that guy now? If his recon routine is any indication, he's probably standing around it in front of the clinic, but I suggest you don't bother him. He's become a bit unpredictable since Operation Breakpoint. Okay. I was freezing and exhausted, my dry lips slowly cracked as my heart beat quickly in my chest. I never liked the fluorescent lighting at Yggdrasil headquarters. The pale hue was tinged with a sense of detachment. Whenever the light shone into my eyes, I couldn't help thinking about the person I once was. Cold, irrational, cautious, perceptive, and never emotional. Alright. Life, wake up, please. Tell me I'm that kind of person, right? Tell me 1 month ago right here in the headquarters building, you took those billets for me because people like me only give the right orders and you've always been a good soldier. Tell me you're the same as you've always been, serious and rigid, carrying out your duties without any distractions. No? Wake up, life. And I had a sinkly lump in my throat and clutched my sweaty hand into a fist. It was clearly filled with anger, but I slammed in on the clinic's glass door as if I was begging for mercy. Alright. Adjutant, you're here. What's wrong? Adjutant? Her stiff prosthetics emitted no body heat as it was wrapped around my shoulders. I should have felt the chill, but why didn't I? Let me help you in. You need to be treated. Alright, let's hold her hand. Alright, let's hold Haru's hand. She resisted the urge to argue with me. Instead, she helped me up silently and moved away from the clinic door. What's going on? Is there still shrapnel in your heart? Precisely, the bullet fired from behind me at 15 meters away. Had something Digital Weapons Workshop, modified by professionals. The hollow point bullet even carried trace amounts of neurotoxin. Alright. Even slowly plodding across a few hundred meters from the base had me feel like a stiff robot, and a broken one at that. I certainly wasn't in any shape to return to the field yet. There's no way for you to go on missions in your current state, let alone leave the containment zone and head somewhere as chaotic as Yaris. I'll take you back as soon as you rest first, then I'll go discuss this with Director Tao. Alright. I think so. I lost the 50-50 already, so like I have to grind up a little bit to get her, and then I'll wait to pull on her weapon, which is what I've been doing for literally every single character. It's like I go pull them and then I have to wait now. I have to grind up with the other free resources because I had like thing, and then I have to wait for them to send me all the other free resources to go pull on the weapon banner. Never-ending cycle, am I right? Adjutant, you have nothing to worry about. We aren't under internal affairs house arrest anymore. No matter what, all of the Heimdall operatives will remain steadfast in protecting. The decision for me to go to Eurus has already been made. Do you still trust her? If she lied to you once, she can lie to you again. If it weren't for her, you and life wouldn't. I don't trust her, but leaving headquarters is more than just protecting me. Haru's worry, anxiety, and concern cleared my head. With that, the question that had always been bothering me had become apparent. Who was her real enemy? Take me to see her. Yeah. PGR spoiled you? PGR is nothing. I've been spoiled by Tower of Fantasy's stuff. Right? Like, when you consider just how cheap most of my A6s, like my full A6s that I've gotten there are, right? It just hits different, right? It's like, oh, I have this many pulls or whatever, this many resources. It's like, and it's just more than enough. And then I'll have some leftovers for the next thing. Alright. It is what it is, though. Alright. I'll stand guard outside from now on. You'll need constant protection. I smiled wearily as she supported me by my shoulder, and we slowly walked towards Tao's office. Oh, this is what's funny, though, is like, they literally just released a couple hours ago the updated client for the test server, and the NDA is gonna go lift in about 3 hours. Well, technically 2 hours, but I want to give some time to Snowbreak first. So, like, yeah. Alright, so then we're gonna go straight into that, like, after. It's gonna be funny. Alright, and there's Tess. Okay. Through some light dizziness, I spotted a flash of orangish red hair disappear around the corner at the end of the hallway. I left Haru outside and pushed open the door to Tao's office myself. Director Tao, I'll head back now. Ah, Adjutant, it's been a while. Good morning. She appeared flustered, but her reaction wasn't out of the ordinary. A lot had happened in the past month. What she said was true for me and most of the other Heimdall operatives. It really had been a while. I'm afraid it won't be easy for these operatives to keep any secrets from you. Alright, let's confront her. Is there something they know about Yggdrasil that I can't? There are several things you should know, but none of them have to do with trust. Yeah, so it is what it is. Then what do they have to do with your safety? I thought I made it very clear during yesterday's dinner. The list of operatives accompanying you to Eurus still hasn't been finalized. Is that clear? You'll do that in an hour, yeah. It is what it is, though. All my squad mates were put under house arrest for a month for no reason. Is that clear? I'd love to know if you're currently this suspicious of everyone or just me. Get your emotions in check, Adjutant. I know we had our differences recently, but we had a kind of unspoken understanding in the past. I'm only here because we had a sliver of that unspoken understanding. So tell me what you've been doing to my operatives recently. That's what you're not supposed to know. Your departure had been moved up. You'll be leaving first thing the day after tomorrow. Go to the command room. Someone will put all personnel plans, schedules, and mission details to you there. I wasn't happy with her unilateral arrangements, but I still followed her orders. I suppressed the urge to cough up blood again, turning around to leave the room where even the air itself was difficult to breathe. Reinx, I told you. We're going to discover the truth together this time. You'll have to be careful. I prepared gifts and guards for you. Focus on getting this done and making the necessary friends. You're not the only one who wants to understand everything that's happened recently. With you on the outside and me on the inside, we need to work together to find the truth. Alright. Alright then, I ignored her vague statement, opening the door and walking out. Alright, I stared at the pages full of information piled up in various categories on the holographic screen. If those reports and data were legitimate, the individual they detailed undoubtedly possessed outstanding combat abilities. Sneaking around in the disguises, sniping targets, eavesdropping on and disrupting 4 militant meetings in Eurus, drawing a complete underground supply route map of the border region, discovering over 70 secret military and resistance camps, and even investigating over 10 successful rebel insurgencies. But I remember her as an innocent girl who loved doing magic. At what point had she become a fearsome killing machine? Tess, what really happened to you? If you're done looking over it and put it away, no one else sees. The boss said no one can read her info, including you. I went through a lot of trouble to get my hands on this. Just remember to return the favor when you get back to Eurus. I hung up the call but didn't turn off the battlefield hologram. All information on Heimdall operative named Tess was on display for the entire command room. With that, the person who quietly entered the room and was standing behind me could clearly see everything. Alright then, last time we met I called you teacher. This time I shall call you adjutant. So what should I call you next time we meet? Without waiting for me to respond, she moved out from behind me, put her hands behind her back, and bent forward slightly. Then she raised her gaze, staring at me. What do you think? Am I qualified enough? Let's show no reaction. Test clocked kin. She froze. Test cocked kin. Reporting for duty. Commence mission briefing. Chenching, look out. What are you thinking? Sorry. As soon as I get anxious, We're both Heimdall operatives. We can help and support each other. But your habit of acting as a human shield to protect others from getting shot? Well, about that, it's my first time going on a mission with other squad mates, so I'm still not used to it. Don't take it personally, Chenching. Sounds like the gunshot stopped. Let's go retrieve the vehicle and the scattered escort team members. Since the adjutant told us to be more bold before, let's see how far it will get us. Okay. Oh, come on! It costs the thing again? It makes it costs the whatever presents again. Damn, it costs presents again. It's like the previous one, it didn't cost anything. Okay. How do I get out here again? Oh, they added a chat! Oh, that's neat. They finally added a chat. I wonder if we can find Tess around here, or... I guess we don't have her unlocked yet, so we can't just put her in here. Okay, wait, what else is here? Second floor. Alright, what's here? An L piece. That piece. Oh, we got new special furniture again? A deluxe baking station. Of course we'll grab that. Elegant tea set, we can get that too. They don't even have them like settled in. They're just gonna buy like the fancy ass furniture for them first. I haven't even done the event for one of them too, or to give them the furniture. Alright, let's see what's over here. Okay, that's all those pieces. Wait. Let's go see if we can do anything about the voices. Where do I do that? Again, oh, settings. Audio. Okay. Oh, I think it's under language. Japanese. Alright, we have to like switch it over now. Oh damn, they... Alright, they finally added that one. Update for what? You might not be able to watch. Yeah, I think you might be able to. You probably have to do it at a lower bitrate though. You'd probably have to like lower the resolution, but I think you can. Right? The bitrate isn't too crazy if you like... You could still watch it in the background at like probably 480p. It doesn't consume that much bandwidth. I think you'll be able to handle it at like 480p. I think. Right? I don't think 480p is that intensive. You have fiber, you'll be fine. If you have fiber, then like, why would you have issues? Right? Fiber? Usually, like, that should be fine. I don't know how fast your connection is, though. Right? Because, like, for me, it's like, oh, it's gigabit. I have gigabit. Right.
あなたが何を買うのか
Alright, let me just go grab these.
新しい記憶が増えましたね
I guess I should eventually work on Yao. There. Let's see, what can we get here? Oh, I already got all those. God damn it. I can just grab that though, at least. Oh, what else is there to go after? If you're using a potato, that's another factor. You gotta eventually upgrade your potato at one day then. Maybe one day you'll get a less scuffed potato. Oof. Alright, what we have here? Wait. Right, I still want to get her to M3, right? How far away from M3 am I for that one? And then, like, who else would I have to work towards? Like, eventually Yao, I guess. I'd have to work towards getting Yao upgraded fully then. Right. Okay. Now we have all that stuff there. Okay. Yes, they added a global chat finally. Alright, let's go say hi to Cherno. Okay, Cherno, let's see.
お話します
Oh, they have voice acting here. It looks like she's on the phone again. Wait, is this voice act? No. Ah, Adjutant. Sorry, did I interrupt your phone call? No. It's alright if it's you. Were you looking for me, Adjutant? Do you need me to go on a mission? Or or did I do something wrong? Don't worry, I'm just here to see you. Sorry, I haven't been able to help you much with our during our missions. Okay then, Tara. Don't apologize all the time. The Heimdall Force not having to go on mission is a good thing. You're helping me by quietly and happily living here. But I want to do something for you, Adjutant. If you absolutely have to do something, the next time you want to call someone, call me. You can talk with me, so I won't get bored. Okay? Cool. That was a pretty simple one. Let's see what's up with Haru. We got a dessert story here. It's like easy digicash. Uh-oh. Haru was in the base hall. I had to get out of there before she found me. I dashed into the training room to hide. I rarely ever got this nervous, even on the battlefield. That was close, way too close. I had no idea what to say if Haru asked me about my yoga progress. There's no way I could tell her I fought my ligaments and lost, right? Do you know where the Adjutant went? Yeah. You sent me an MD's what? Okay. Well then. I see. Yeah, this wouldn't really be the place to talk about it anyways. Alright. Crap. I was just processing what I heard. I saw the door to the training room begin to open. Haru walked in carrying a massive box. So you were in here, Adjutant. Hi. What a coincidence. Are you here to exercise too? Exercise? Haru looked at me up and down suspiciously. I immediately realized that I was still wearing full body protective gear. I just finished working out and changed my clothes. Oh, perfect. I bought a cake. Would you like to eat it together? Yeah, of course. Haru, I found a more secluded place. Then opened up the cake. It was a mousse cake, adorned with chocolate chips and various fruits. Haru took a bite from the edge of the cake with an and then chewed carefully. How does it taste? I could tell that Haru had spent her time picking out the cake. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed. The baker still has room for improvement. The end. The amount of sugar added to the whipped cream isn't ideal. The texture of the cake isn't soft enough either. There are large holes in the cake, meaning that there was too much air in the cake mix before it was baked. Is it really your first time eating cake? Hodgson, it's really important to fully commit to everything you do. So I had made some preparations before I even tasted the cake. Okay, that makes sense. I couldn't help feeling like Haru was implying something, and I started to feel guilty. Hodgson, with this, my life is complete, right? Haru smiled. You can have the rest of it? You're not gonna eat anymore? The entire cake has 1,800 calories. It would require 3 additional hours of cardio or 4 additional hours of strength training to burn that many calories. Yeah, she must have really wanted it. Was calculating the calories in the cake and finding someone to help her eat part of it, part of the preparation she mentioned? But you, on the other hand, need some extra calories since you just finished exercising? I stared blankly at the cake with a single bite taken out of it. Was I supposed to eat the whole thing? Okay then. Okay then. We have Anya over there. Oh. Okay, that's gonna make a bunch of you guys happy. Probably. We have this one here. Getting ready for the culture festival? Understand, your president doesn't allow me to contact her through her communicator, so I had to go through you. Is something up? The company's cultural festival is coming up, and each club will need to hold an event. Sure, I couldn't see a problem with that. Acacia still had a ton of movies we hadn't watched yet. We're hoping to show the variety of exciting ways Yggdrasil employees spend their spare time, and how Yggdrasil has an excellent corporate culture. Because of that, each club is required to hold an event. The company will hold an open day and invite the public to join in for the culture festival. We request the clubs ensure that their activities are all appropriate and suitable for a broader, nice reciting, thanks. I was more worried about your club, given that Fenny, Frisha, and Nita have their own club events they need to take part in, and it will just be you two. You'll be lacking in manpower, so you'll need to do your best to come with an event within your scale. Come up with an idea soon, or you'll miss the window to apply for funding. Alright, before I could say anything, Carolyn already cut off the call. Things weren't looking good, but I decided to go find Acacia, since she was probably absorbed in another game, not picking up her communicator. Yeah, it's only because I use certain characters a lot. Right? Like, I already finished all of Chen Xing's side thing. And like, Acacia gets used, like, every day, right? Very useful support. Acacia, why are you still getting excited again? Panting heavily, I went through the details of the issue this time. Also, did you know, if you use 2 of the same character, you actually get double the amount of, the friendship points thing? If you use 2 of the same characters when you're doing missions and stuff, you'll actually get double. Because it will count for each version of them separately. So, like, for characters where you use 2 of them together, like Chen Xing, it's really quick and easy. Right? Looks like we actually have to put in effort now. We better quickly work out what event we're gonna hold. How about a large-scale viewing? You call that putting in effort? We'll get much funding, right? I flipped through the Culture Festival flyer. Funding tiers will be classified according to the number of people in each club, and which puts us at the bottom level. And if we didn't put our proposal in time, that would be out of reach. Yeah, well, now you know. Now you know a way to speed it up for certain characters. You can just double up, and it'll count. Right? It'll count if you double up. So you can give that a shot. Right. Right, that is something you can do. After finished explaining her predicament, Acacia turned back and looked around her room. After some time, she looked back again. She seemed to have found a solution. Any ideas? Let's hold a throwback exhibition on manga, anime, and games. I'll use my collection to make up the exhibit, and we can use all the funding for decorations. Alright, good thinking. You write the proposal then? Acacia? I drafted the proposal and handed in. Not even 10 minutes had passed when I heard the notification that our funds had entered my account. Next up was designing the exhibition site. Wait a minute, the site? Oh no. What is it now? We forgot to apply for a site. I guess they're all booked up already? We can set up at the company entrance. Stop with the jokes. Let's check what sites are left. I'm counting on you. Yeah, especially on those farming stages. Exactly, you get a lot. I swiped through the culture festival map over and over again. Just as my eyesight was getting blurry, I found a little site. However, I wasn't sure if Acacia would accept displaying her exhibits outdoors. Found any? There's a small one in the towers. The towers. She hesitated just as I expected. That works. The sunlight may damage the exhibits, but it'll be worse if it rains. That's fine. If we're showing everyone the beauty of the world, it's worth it. Besides, we can use a cabinet made of ultraviolet proof waterproof material. Yeah. I speedily submitted our site request, and as soon as got a confirmation response, the other clubs had already booked their sites. After all, it wasn't like I had competition. For some reason, I started to feel a little excited about this throwback exhibition, imagining the world Acacia loves so much would be like. It must be a world where everyone had brilliant imaginations, a world full of energy and life. Uh-huh. A world full of me getting 50 digicash. That's what it was. Alright, I have one for Freisha as well. Alright, we have one there. We got one there. We got some over here too. Oh yeah, I never gave her the furnishing. With this, everyone will be much more comfortable when they come for tea parties. Audrey, would you like to come? Okay. So, out of all the places to sit, you just sit there. I'm sorry, what? You got all this space to sit down, and you choose to sit there. Why? Why here? Like, look at how much space there is to sit. And he chooses to sit here. Sure, but like... You could literally just sit right next to her. That's a weird place to sit. There's all that space. Right? There's all that space here. And he chooses to sit there. What's funny is there's another sofa you can give her. There's the regular sofa and then there's the superior one. He doesn't get the same view if he sits next to her. Wait. I mean... It's not like she's wearing something where she can just look straight down. Alright, it's not like he's gonna see the two mountains. Exactly. It's not like he's gonna see the Twin Peaks. Alright, it's not like he's gonna see the Twin Peaks over there. Alright, it's not like he's gonna see that. Alright, we got story there too. It's not like changing her on, yeah. Alright, the amount of things there, it just goes up and up. We'll deal with the other story stuff later. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, more of the drops. Right? Because more free drops. Right, get your free shit. Drops aren't anything special, but free is free after all. Why are they glowing? Oh, because I never did more stages there. Because there was never a reason to. I swear it's always changing in there. She's always, like, featured. Thanks for the follow as well, Alex Sector. Thanks for the follow as well, and welcome. But Tess got him pairs of Mount Everest. Yeah. I remember at one point, yeah, a long time ago, remember when the Earth Chat meme was all over the place, right? I made like a shitpost meme picture somewhere where like there's like, because the joke was she's not flat or whatever. I would label different I labeled different parts of her, and then and then I remember I made as a joke. I pointed to I put like an arrow under the caption that was like pointed at her breasts for Earth Chat. I called it Mount Ever Breast as a joke. At least we get dodge reload. Cool. Alright, we need to grind more pulse so I can get Tess. Because I unfortunately lost the 50-50 again. Right? Instead of ever rest, ever breast. And that was an old joke I did way back when that was like all over the place. But you know, the Earth is made up of like mostly water, right? It's like what, 70% water or something? But like most of that water, like 99.9999 whatever repeating percent of that water that the Earth is made of is uncarbonated, right? It's not carbonated. So does that mean that that water is flat, right? So that means the Earth is 70% flat, right? Because it's made up of of uncarbonated water, right? 70% of uncarbonated water. Therefore, it's flat. Just not in the way people are thinking of. Right? It's flat. The water is flat, but it's also round. It's both flat and round. Wait, what the hell? The skill glitched. Alright. Probably a G cup, who knows, man? You can never really tell with how they proportion things properly until we get like, I need an actual scale for their size to calculate it. I don't know the actual the actual size of the characters here to accurately measure it properly. I don't know their actual heights. And then if I got that, I could do the maths on that. Alright. It needs to be carbonated? Sure. I mean, we got carbon all over the place, but it's not in the water. Alright. I mean, there are funny things you can do with that too, right? It's like probably one of the funnier April Fool's jokes to see how dumb some people are, right? Is to fool people into thinking you've been poisoned and say you consumed a bunch of water that's been infected with dihydrogen monoxide, right? And you know, dihydrogen monoxide. What does that mean? Di is 2, hydrogen is hydrogen, oxide, 1 oxygen, right? Dihydrogen monoxide, H2O. You say your water has been infected with dihydrogen monoxide, which is just water. Imagine how many people will fall for that. I bet you could probably cause some random dumbasses to panic if you tell them that your water's been you consumed a bunch of water that's been contaminated with dihydrogen monoxide. Right, can you imagine how many people you could get to freak out? That are probably too dumb to figure out what that is? Would be funny. Right? Would be funny. Man, I'm missing like one extra thingy. Oh, whatever. I'm like almost dead.
操作方法はよく覚えてます。
Right? Some people will freak out for sure. I consumed water that was contaminated with dihydrogen monoxide. Be careful, guys. I only drank water.
恐れるほどではありません。
Why is Twitch scaring you? Did you look at the art section on Twitch? Was that it? Did you look at what's in the art section on Twitch? Because that's definitely something. That terms of service change, man. I can like never open it. Yeah, it's like for some reason it's all within terms of service now. It's actually crazy. But obviously we're not doing R18 stuff here. I guess that's one way Twitch can differentiate themselves with exclusivity on YouTube, because you definitely would not be allowed to stream that shit to YouTube. Right? Google will be on your ass. They wouldn't let you. Ever since they allowed multi-streaming. That's one way they can differentiate themselves now. For
操
sure.
作方法はよく覚えてます。ミッション開始。分析員、
God
ど
damn.
こを見ているのですか？
That's just crazy. If they are. Because there are some AIs set up on that on Twitch. There are a couple. Right? I think you remember from like 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago, Tara? You remember, right? From a couple weeks ago, that stream? With an actual AI that we did? And they've been increasing the amount of ads people have been seeing again as of late. Right? I don't even like touch the settings, they just show the bare minimum I'm supposed to. And like, they've been increasing it as of late. Slowly. I mean, like, there are some of them out there that are actual AIs, but not everyone is. I'm definitely not. Okay. I am, like, also almost dead again. Why am I taking, like, all the damage? I swear, the damage distribution of this.
大吉。
Anyone can be fooled? Really now? Anyone can be fooled. Are you sure? Yeah, that's true. One day I'd like to get there though.
禁物です。
Alright. One day. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping I do get into the Arknight's Enfield content creator program. I did apply for it, so I'm hoping I get in. But I also applied as like a regular person as well. I bet they're gonna be surprised though when they see my freaking PC specs. Because it's like, oh, using like a freaking $1,000 CPU, but like a cheap ass graphics card. It's like, yep. Because, yes. That's what I'm using. Well, it's not really $1,000. $1,000 Canadian, 700 US. As long as it works. I mean, I got it for a lot less than that. Because I got it because of well, technically I got it as a donation, the CPU. Right. But also it was just cheap when I bought it. Okay. I don't want that one. We don't do chaos damage. I'll take the
すぐに
healing.
終わります。
I guess we'll take magazine capacity up. Oh, should have taken 0-hour firepower.
ありがとう。
This is Gavin again. I really wish they would add more bosses to this stuff. Give us more giggling maps and bosses, please. More boss variety would be cool. Right, because they have like all sorts of different bosses we could be fighting.
心配無用。
But they don't add them here.
雷が大地を震わせ、邪悪なる者を排除する。見せて払いました。
I don't know, man. I don't know. At least we know we have text chat now. I wouldn't use voice chat in a game though if we had voice chat here. There's always lots of stuff you gotta be careful of as well. Right, especially because most of the time I'm just streaming. Right, like that's like the one thing that you'd always have to be careful of with voice chat if you were like just streaming and shit, right? In case someone says one thing, right? It only takes one dumbass to say one slur and then you get like that just happens to be in the background before you get like hit with all sorts of stuff. I mean, for me, I wouldn't use the voice chat if that was just in case. Out of just fear. Right. Okay. I mean, it's a bit different when you're like, you're doing it with you're in a voice chat with someone else in the same situation as you are in. Because it's like, okay, well, you could probably trust that they won't cause problems. But like random, you know, little Billy 69 that you'll find somewhere. You can't really trust them. Alright. Let's go in this. They're all about the same height, as we can see there as well.
本当に水着でミッションに出るのですね。
Actually, wait. I think Tess might actually be slightly taller because she's not wearing heels. I just noticed. I'll take that one. They have voice channels in a Genshin server. They hate vulgar speech it was just insane. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Right, you gotta be like super careful. Oh, I don't have the dodge reload right. I got that in the last round. I didn't get that now. I mean, all kinds of people out there, right? You gotta be like really careful. It's one thing for like the regular person, but like when you're like broadcasting the shit too, and you have like you can face actual consequences, right? Because random people on Discord, they're not gonna face anything by doing that, right? They're in a different situation. They don't care. It is what it is. They ended up removing it because of that. I mean, there's all sorts of weird shit you'll see in certain places online, right? Probably even worse when it's like early days of like online gaming, where you'd see people in like Call of Duty lobbies and stuff. You'd hear some very colorful language full of sentence enhancers, right? You'd see a ton of those. Very colorful, to put it lightly. Right. Though everything was the wild, wild west back then. Like actually wild west back then. So they could get away with a lot more things. Truly a different time. Okay. Above 50%. I might take that one. Better safe than sorry. Yeah. You kind of wish, but it was kind of like that, but It is what it is. I mean, it definitely was a time. The early days of stuff. It truly was a different time. Right, it truly was.
恐れるほどではありません。
I'll probably end up doing a mini subathon sometime next week. Near the end of next week as well. Just cause you guys get discounted stuff on the days that I am free. Like the subs and bits are discounted now, right? For a couple of days. I think subs is until next year with the discount too. Let's see. I'll take that one. I'll take the incineration, I guess. I'll take that one. Yeah, I'll just take this. Yeah, we don't really do skill damage. I guess I'll take Bullseye for extra crit. When GTA was the cause of theft amongst youth on the streets, it's still scuffed though. We're not gonna get like GTA 6 on PC for a while. Right, and I'm not gonna get some stupid console just to play it either. I'm not gonna go waste money on a freaking PlayStation or an Xbox just to play one game that I probably won't even play much of on it anyways. Alright. Alright, it's just not worth it. It's like Rockstar's doing that shit because they know they can double dip on people who are gonna like wait a while. That like they can't wait. There's gonna be people out there they can't wait, and they'll be like, let's go sell them the $70 plus game like twice instead of once. Why sell it to them once when we can sell it to them twice? Right? Right? That's what they're banking on. Cause they've always done that. Right? Although it's really gonna be more than that. It's gonna be like, what, 100 plus in my country? By the time you get to actually buying it after taxes and shit. Right. They're just after the double dipping there. That's why they pace it out like that. Like, I still like barely even touched GTA 5, and I got it like a couple years ago. I've barely played much of it, which is funny. I just never had the time to actually play it. To actually really play it nice, like, properly. I mean, at least it's like easy to run. But like, you know, with the PC I have now, I could easily just play the full thing, like, 4K maxed out 60 FPS no problem, because like, what, it's from like 2015 or something? Right, the game's from like 2015. Times have changed since then. Things have changed, like, quite a bit. Old game for sure, yeah. Alright, let's go shoot these guys. I keep thinking I have dodge reloading. It's really scuffed, but I got used to it. I was on the thing? Oh, nice. I do see you a lot here for lurking. So that's cool to see. Alright. That's nice. Very nice. Alright, let's get rid of this guy over there. And this guy. Okay, let's go loot all the thingies now. Gotta love how he just died in the air. Yes, I looked at that. I looked at the thing. I didn't click on anything there. But like, you guys told me about it yesterday, so I'm like, okay, open another tab. Obviously not live for you to see on stream. I'm like, okay, what the hell did Twitch cook? And then like I see that shit there, I'm like, oh. Yeah, glad I didn't make it like visible for everyone to see. I'm glad I didn't make it visible, because like yeah, I basically saw someone. The first thing I see was someone topless, drawing porn. Literally, someone doing like someone. I literally saw like the collab of like Pornhub and Rule 34 artists combined. That was literally the first thing that showed up there. And like the funny part too is I'm like, okay, what happens if I open this in an incognito window where like I'm not logged into my account, right? And it's like that's still the first thing that shows up there. I'm like, what? So you need to be 13 years old to make an account on Twitch. Okay, cool, fine. But then like, R18 content is just there right for the viewing there, right? And you don't even need an account or anything to see it when like it's flagged for that. That's just crazy. It's like I get it, fine. You separate, like put a separate category for that shit, but like, yeah, that. I saw something similar to that. Literally, their boobs are out, and then like they're drawing it. Because now it's allowed under Twitch terms of service. Which, you know what? Fine. It's not the place where people usually come for that kind of stuff, but like, I guess just kind of put more separation there. Kind of weird. But that's what they're doing. Alright, let's go add a commie. Oh, we got a pull here. Yeah, one big streamer named Annie got banned for 7 days due to mass reporting of her channel. It is what it is, man. People be crazy. Alright. Oh, we have a squad chat too. Okay. That's cool. It's just sad though they got rid of the voice acting. They'll definitely be missed, the English voice acting. Wait, how much more am I to... I'm only at 60 out of 80. I'm just gonna do singles and see how it goes. Garbage. Let's do another single. Okay, that's useless. I'm never gonna use 4-star Marshir. Why would I ever use 4-star Marshir? I have her 5-star. Oh, we have this thing. Try new. We have that. What does she even do? I don't even know what she does. I guess they want us to use Yao as the DPS, with Chenxing and her as a support. Okay, we have a card there. What does she even do? Doesn't consume you energy at all, but remaining energy will be cleared when the skill ends. Cannot enter the field during her ultimate skill, but she will assist. Oh. Interesting. What does the cards do? Wait. Why does it have like the sniping UI here? It feels like she's like that's it. That's interesting. She's a shotgun, but she's just as a sniper. What the fuck? Okay. Right, because I don't normally see this UI on like Fenny. You don't see that on Fenny when you do ADS. Right, so if I go Q.
わあ、マジか。他に誰かいないの？今この瞬間、私は蘇る。君た の冬を温めてあげる。目の前に実績があるのに捨てるわけないでしょ。
It will restore you energy at full squad, enabling your squad mates to use their ultimate skill. So, sure, ultimate doesn't have any cost. You can swap into her from there and get a free ultimate. Okay. So she's just an ultimate support bot. Okay. Basically, she's a better 5-star version of 4-star Acacia. Right, because 4-star Acacia just gives you a bunch of free U energy at the start of a fight. Right? So she's basically a better version of that. Okay. That's actually quite strong there. Then for certain units that need it. Like Yao 5-star. So like, must have for Yao 5-star. Okay. And the streamers, you know, they're doing that because they've seen most of their streamers love Twitch. And on the other hand, her streams testing the new terms of service and how far you can go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying to test it because that's not even what we're here for from my stuff. Right? I'm definitely not doing R18 stuff. If you want that, you know, can get that elsewhere. Right? At most, it's like what, PG-13? Kinda, maybe a bit more than that, but not 18 plus. Right, that's not what we're here for. Other people, they're there for that. Your download's at 54%. At least it's working, right? It's definitely working at least. You know, I'm gonna open a window because I want to get some air, let some air in my room. Alright, it's not that cold outside. It's only 5 degrees outside. Give me a moment. Yeah, because the heating has like been turned up way too much. I opened the window a little bit. Yep, new update. Hi, Will Jeff. How you doing? Welcome. Right, and then the Yan Maio test server is gonna be in a bit too. Right, we're gonna be streaming that in about 2 hours or so. I lost the 50-50 again. So now I'm trying to grind up some digicash so I can finish pulling tests. She looks like a really good support. I mean, yeah, she got a nice pair of assets, as you can see. she's definitely got some assets. Alright. Right. Let me see it. Yeah. And then their defense is Twitch can easily make an 18+ section. Oh, of course they can. And you don't, and you say people don't come for that stuff. They want to go to adult stuff like that. They'll guarantee most people on Twitch, they will stay for this. Yeah. Yeah, she's a support. She has her ult skill has like no cost, and she'll fill your other shit too. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use mine and not the trial one. Oh, I can fit another unit in here. Ooh. Who do I put? You know, it'd be funny actually. If I put the trial one here, and then let me put my own. No, it won't let me. It would have been hilarious if I could put both Shenshings, imagine. They come for the games and maybe like chatting and stuff. Yep, exactly. But yeah, that's a category now. The Twitch meta is definitely something. Right, to put it lightly, the Twitch meta is the new Twitch meta is something. It's definitely something. Okay. Yeah, we can put her in there too. Right.
本当に
Alright, they made another Yao 5-star support basically.
ここはイエロ社の辺境なんだよ。ここで発砲するようなやつは何をしたって不思議じゃないんだか
Alright,
ら。
I'll show you what I mean.
群れから離れた獣は
It,
食い物欲しさに別の人間
I mean, it
の
is,
ことですか。
I guess. Double changing is good to run, but like,
やっとやること片付けちゃおう。
technically speaking, if you want raw damage, the meta for changing is to use Moshir 5-star and Acacia 5-star. I mean, meta is like always use Acacia if you can anyways. Acacia 5-star is just busted as a support.
この件
Right.
確定しています。
Although I feel like the Yao mains, you know, they're gonna like, what, swap? What are they gonna drop now, right? Do they use Moshir 5-star?
縛られるのに
Or are they gonna, like, cause Tess looks better, like, looks really good for a thing too. Might be. New Acacia? Maybe. Acacia Kaguya, right? Acacia 5-star. Right? I haven't looked at anything from HSR. I haven't looked at any HSR thing in forever. So I have no idea, because I just completely lost interest. So I don't bother looking up stuff there. I never bothered. Right, so I don't know. I can't say much. Because I just have no interest. How pay to win is this game? I mean, the rates are basically the standard that shit that
装填中です。
after Hoyoverse became big with Genshin. They literally copied the pity system there. As for a thing, you can farm character dupes. It's relatively easy, and usually with every new character, you can get a free weapon. You can grind up a free weapon. That works with the character as well. Yeah, I don't. I've only spent to get the swimsuits. As a content creator, they gave me a lot of free stuff, but I only ever got the swimsuits. That's like the only thing I ever spent for. But like they give me like so much shit for free. So my account looks a lot different than a pure free-to-play. But yeah. Wait, hi Unibear, how you doing? But yeah. Oh wait, do I go in through here? Wait. How do I get up there? Oh, I can jump.
縛られる
Okay. I didn't realize they enabled jumping. Because they don't always allow us to jump. I'm like, wait, oh, I can jump. Okay. Oh, wait. I got stuck! Look, guys, I got stuck! I got stuck! I got stuck! I got a clip that or something. I got stuck. I just realized I couldn't jump and then I got stuck. Right. Yeah, 50-50 always sucks. I mean, I always will compare shit to ToF's Pity because I would rather have that over literally anything else. Just because they got the best system there. Especially if you want to pull dupes, but hey, at least like after you pull the character, right? They just permanently show up in personal file where you can just endlessly grind their dupes. Albeit very slowly, but like... Right, like we can look at like my Acacia for example, right? Like I pulled only one copy of Acacia, but like... This is about like what? 4 dupes worth? That I've grinded for her? Just by doing getting the shards every day for the past couple of months, right? That's what my Acacia's looking like right now. Because I eventually will max her all the way. She's just way too useful, right? Like within a month, you can easily farm like a full dupe and a little bit of change, right? Like that's just the norm. Right, so in that sense, if you're willing to be patient, you can get very far as a free-to-play. Right? Although you probably won't have like every character like I do. And that's only because their compensation for content creators is extremely generous. By comparison to other places. Yeah, 2 characters per day, yeah. Also, another weird thing that happened to you with Spider-Man No Way Home is it entirely got uploaded to YouTube in quality 4K. Mm-hmm. Yep, I get that's something YouTube didn't pick up on it yet. That's actually funny though. YouTube just didn't get to it yet. That's crazy though, the entire Spider-Man movie is there. YouTube just didn't pick up on it yet. It'll be gone once YouTube notices though. Right. Once they notice, it'll be gone. Especially because YouTube is also selling it directly there to rent, right? I'm pretty sure you can rent it directly on YouTube if you pay. Right, and obviously YouTube would rather you pay to watch it there. Right, so as soon as they find out, they're just gonna remove it. Right. That's definitely something though. It's in your recommendation as the 6th video. I think it'd be better if I just use Haro here. This is a Haro stage. Yeah. Yeah, that's so too. It got copyrighted by Sony Music Records. The song in the video you made. I know. Right? There's a reason why, like, the music I use just to play the background. Like, I don't even let PGR music play sometimes because I got too tired of trying to fight copyright on whenever, like, I'm playing PGR on stream at the PGR music. Because even then, I've gotten flagged for it before, and it's just annoying to get it, to fight to get it, like, fixed. So, like, I just don't even play music in PGR, I just play whatever I know is, like, completely fine. Which happens to be Falcom music! Right? The games are great, and I'll just play Falcom music. Right? So we can listen to parts of the East 10 soundtrack right now. Falcom! Right? Falcom. You know the guys that make the Legend of Heroes Trails series? Or the Kiseki series in Japan? Or East? Great games. Right? Right now you're listening to one of the tracks from East 10. If I told you what this was from though, it'd probably be a spoiler. Salsa music would be funny. Yeah, no, I'm not playing salsa music. It's Falcom. Just play fighting game music. You have to be careful there too. Because, like, not all the soundtracks in there, the licensings can be pretty messy. Right? So it's like, you gotta be careful there too. Yeah. Cops will be on you so fast. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's more over here. How do I get in there? Right. Most of it's pretty hype though. Yep. I think you like this one though, right? I wonder what's gonna shuffle next. Yeah, they're very safe to use, exactly. Alright, their policy is like, yeah, go use it anywhere, man. Up to you. Go have at it. Oh, we just go through here. I thought I literally almost, like, out of habit, went and tried to do the chenching thing again, and like, oh wait. I'm not on that. I'm using her. I'm using Haru. Time for some big personalities, exactly. A very large and wonderful personality, right? Very big personality there. Okay, now you have Sonic music playing. I don't know why, I took some stuff from Sonic Frontiers because I had the soundtrack. I'm like, I'll just put it as filler. It's like I have it, I'll just put it in. Iseka is usually extremely chill. It's good for no reason, I know, right? There's just a lot of bangers in there. Right? I mean, like, in some of their older stuff too, man. If I ever did, like, actually sing covers, man. Like, some of the earlier game music, I'd probably do stuff from, like, what? Sonic Adventure 1, 2? And then some of the other ones, I'd probably do some. I mean, I'd probably, like, retry to do that time where, when I did that Mega Man stream, like, 2 years ago. Where I did the freaking Airman stage while singing Airman Got Tessadai. That was definitely something. I'll probably try and do something like that again. Yeah, City Escape? I mean, like, there's a lot of great songs from, like, Sonic Adventure 2. Right? Like, what was some other, like, really memorable tracks, right? Yeah, Green Forest, Metal Harbor was another one I remember a lot. What else was there? I mean, obviously Live and Learn. That one, His World, that one's from Sonic 06, isn't it? Right, but this one right here is from Sonic Frontiers. The one that you hear right now. It's one of the cyberspace stages. Yeah, I wonder. Like, I hope they actually make some decent Sonic games again. The other ones were really nice. Oh yeah, Sonic Generations, they had a lot of good remixes. They did, for sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next stage, SP1-2. Wait, I want to put Haru back in there. Yeah, I'm gonna do this with Haru. Right, I'm gonna put Haru in here. And she's just really good for mob clearing. I'm not even using Tess. Because it's like, I don't even need to. It's like, I already have the ult ready for her. Because M1 on Haru is goated. Live 2D, yeah. For sure. One of these days, though, I need to learn how to freaking make my own live 2D stuff. I need to learn how to draw. Right, like I said before, it's like I've had, you know, right, I've had this pen display for years. Literally since 2016. I actually bought it around the time I bought my 4K monitor that I've been using. I literally bought it in like the same Amazon order. Right? Like literally. And like I just never learned how to draw. It's just funny. I gotta like put that as like a goal at one point. Learn how to fucking draw. Maybe next year I'll try to learn to draw. Didn't like PewDiePie do a thing where he tried drawing for like a little bit every day for like a month? And then apparently some crazy AI people they were pretty salty about it because of how good he got. I remember hearing. The range on this isn't very far for the turret here. Okay. I just need a tablet. I already have the tablet. That's the thing. I've had the tablet for years. And at most, all I've used it for was to sign documents. I've had the freaking pen display for years. And I've literally at most only used it to sign documents. I mean, it's really nice for signing the documents. Because then I won't have to do what I used to have to do. Which was like, you know, print the thing, scan, write on it, and then scan it again, and then send it off. Now I can save a lot of paper. Right, I've been able to save so much paper. Better for the environment, but like, goddamn. YouTube for playing Aether Gazer. Ah, I see. No, I'm talking about, it's not like a tablet. It's a pen display. Right? It's not a Wacom branded one, but like, it's like an XP pad, the XP one. Right? It's literally just like the pen tablet thing, the drawing tablet, but there's a screen on it. Right? It has a 1080p screen on it. One day I gotta learn how to make use of it. Right, it'd be cool if I could. Shit, these guys are so tanky. Oh, I just completed a mission. Okay, cool. I mean, like, I do have, like, a regular tablet I use every day, but I only use it for reading. That's just some, like, cheap Amazon Fire HD 10 I got. Because Amazon tablets are, like, dirt cheap. Because they're, like, heavily subsidized. They're not the greatest, but, like, it works good enough for reading. It's like, all I do is, like, I use a tool, the Fire toolbox to wipe all the Amazon crap on it. And then I put, like, my own skin of Android on it, and then just put my reading stuff. Paint 3D with a mouse. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's a bit loud. Wallenstein's Castle, though. This is a really nice remix of Wallenstein Castle. Right, don't you just want to go raid a castle? With this, reporting for duty. Commence mission briefing. Teacher, adjutant. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, exactly. Nervous. I'm a little nervous. You know, I've always gone on missions by myself. I've never done a mission briefing. Is it... Go to the command room. Someone will report all personnel plans, schedules, and mission details to you there. It takes too long to do, of course. But it's cool to see the final product. Oh yeah, for sure. Right? But it's those that's definitely those assets that Tess has. They're quite something. They're quite big. They're definitely something. them little watermelons growing on her chest. Big personality, right? She got a big personality. Right? She's got quite the personality. Very big. Right? I mean, like, they're just right out there for you to see. Right? Like, what? We can put myself up next to her for comparison? Alright, we take this for comparison, right? Right, we gotta adjust myself for size. Right, that should be a good size comparison. Look how much bigger she is. Look how much bigger she is. And she's technically in the background, not the foreground. I'm in the foreground. Look how much bigger she is. Just look. Right? Look how much bigger she is. Look. The game has changed from version 1.0. And the service they've given to the fans is amazing, yeah. I mean, like, look at the proportion there, man. You can see the weight is really dragging them down. Really pulling them down there. Right? But, like, you can see it right there. Just a little comparison. Right? Right, I just put myself right next to her. Okay. That's quite something. Alright. Okay, let's talk to her. You and Tao, what's your relationship? She doesn't usually get close to the others, but she seems to like you. Director Tao likes me? What makes you say that? Is it because of that meal the three of us had together last night? Not just that she's always been someone who doesn't let others in, but she seems close, with you. Like, she lets her walls down. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're the one she really lets her walls down with. Don't try to change the subject. Well, what do owners actually like about their pets? Do they truly love them? Pets are obedient, useful, and come when called. It doesn't matter if they get hurt or die. You can just get a new one. That's what I am to her. She assigned me to you to further drive that point home. Are you sure you're satisfied with that answer? Are you satisfied? When you talk to me about the mission, we don't normally worry about formalities. Just tell me everything you know. Alright then, look at this first. Ta-da! My personally hand-drawn map of the combat in the border region. After the entire year of tireless work by the amazing magician Tess Cockton, the last tough nut in the harsh Yarra's border region is about to be cracked. We'll be crossing the canyon of the parish this time, known as the scariest place in the border region. We'll infiltrate the area from the abandoned port and go through the ice field, which, by the way, could crack and shatter at any moment. Then we'll stock up on supplies at the old steel mill and bring out the little vehicle called Swiftfoot, pushing on until we arrive at Yarris. Right. We'll put on a magical act, exposing any schemes we encounter on the way. We'll make sure everyone who's watching us will. Adjutant? Admittedly, her stage skills were a bit lacking, and I was afraid she was the only one who could make heads or tails of that drawing, if you could even call it that. Oh, I told you that I didn't know how to do a mission briefing. How about you ask me the questions about the mission instead? Just ask me and I'll tell you whatever I can. Are there things you can't say? Yep, there are. In fact, there's more stuff I can't say about this mission than stuff I can. But if it's you, Adjutant, there are probably ways to make me talk. What's the giggling about? What's the deal with the old steel mill? Oswald's steel mill, legend has it that no one comes out of there alive. There are rumors that Gustav, the famous former leader of Yarris, stashes treasure under the steel mill. Some people even said they've seen things in the mill like a human, but also like a titan. But they're all just boring legends. Alright, I'll see you when you get back. The steel mill is basically just a big supply base. All of the militants in Yarris have guards hidden around the border. It's tough for those scouts to get their hands on supplies through typical methods. So they got the habit of hiding stuff everywhere like squirrels. I've been touring around the border for an entire year. This time, it's time I get something in return from my audience. Before I had even time to think about what she had meant, I heard a soft thud come from the corner outside the door behind me. Tess was staring at me so intensely that she seemingly didn't notice the noise. Perhaps due to physical changes after getting shot, or maybe due to the mere psychological factors, I couldn't help but feel like my senses were much sharper than before. I was sure someone was listening to us from the outside the door. What could I do? Alright, let's change this. Yeah, let's pursue the eavesdropper. As Tess screamed in surprise, I drew my pistol, spun around, and threw open the door to the command room. I was met with an empty hallway. I supported myself on the wall and raised my gun, slowly approaching the suspicious corner until I was absolutely sure no one was hiding there. Adjutant, you? Sorry, I've been a little paranoid recently. Did I scare you? She shook her head and quietly walked back to the command room with me. Oh, it was Cirrus. As Tess continued with her rudimentary mission briefing, I was even less attentive than before. My mind was completely focused on trying to work out the eavesdropper's identity and motive. Adjutant, A crisp slap struck my face. Adjutant! Adjutant, you... I snapped back to reality, suddenly realizing the less than ideal situation in front of me. In the dark, narrow walkway before two train carriages, Haru and I were embracing each other in an extremely dubious way. Let's ask her. What were we doing? What wasn't this your idea? Why are you asking me? My idea? In the carriage just now, you asked me to cooperate? Hey, don't move around. Alright, I've already done this much, Adjutant. What do you really want to do? You can tell me. Early that morning, I boarded the freight train belonging to the Guernsey Priber Hard Maglev Rail Division at the Yggdrasil Field Office. I was told to ride it deep into the heart of Yaris and rendezvous with Tess and Chenxing at the terminal station at Northwind Aerospace Center. There was only one thing that worried me. Due to the current political situation in Yaris, there was a possibility the train would be strictly controlled by the military. At the very worst, they might run into military-trained secret police on the train. What are you looking at? Pretend to be surprised? Good question. Why don't I close my eyes and rely on my sense of smell instead? Or my sense of touch? Ugh, just behave yourself. I was talking about you. I'm talking about him. The creep who's been standing over there for ages. Who are you? Looked like someone took the bait. At some point, someone had also appeared at the door of the carriage, donning a senior officer uniform. The metal sigil on his beret shone under the warm light. Class 2 Inspector General, but this is a civilian train. Are you a Lieutenant Colonel? He stared at me and then tilted his head, gesturing with his chin for me to come closer. I let go of Haru's hand, although she was pulling me back, trying to take the lead. I walked over to the officer. Shall we find somewhere the two of you can be alone, Isn't it a bit inconvenient to do this sort of thing here? I'm the Adjutant. You know who I am? Since you're bringing filth into my territory, it's only natural I'd know who you are. You have your fun, I can wait. I'll come looking for you again when you're finished. When the officer was done speaking, he suddenly pushed me toward Haru before I could even react. Then he walked toward the other end of the train. When his footsteps faded into the distance, Haru immediately pulled me over and reached out to check the palm of my face. Alright then, we'll pull away. She froze with her hands outstretched, but I didn't give her a chance to hesitate long. Instead, I gently broke away from her and took a small step back. Okay. That expression on her face, though. Right. I turned, looking toward the direction of the officer had left in. The hallway was empty. For a moment, only rumbling sound of the train filled the room. You know what to do. How far can I go? Nobody, no body, no evidence, no trace whatsoever. Got it. She slipped through the narrow gap next to me, pursuing the officer who had just disappeared, her soft hair carrying the scent of camellias brushed past my face, causing a slight stinging and numbness. I shook my head, pulling my thoughts away from the enchanting nature of the situation. Just now, I then walked back to the carriage. Before our initial departure, I had paid a deposit to book this carriage. Sirius was currently the only one sitting in the chair next to the window, casually fiddling with the recorder pin that never left her side. Adjutant, you're back. What happened to your face? I didn't respond to her question, instead walking straight over to sit across from her. Could you pour me a cup of soda, Sirius? Alright. Here, Adjutant. I wasn't in a rush to take the cup from her. Instead, I looked into her eyes and pressed her on something I'd been wondering for a long time. Exposed Sirius for eavesdropping. At 3 o'clock yesterday, there was something outside the command room. It was you, right? Okay. Alright, SP stage 3. We get Haru. Okay, let's use my version of Haru. Let's go get Acacia in here. And then I guess we'll take Chenxing 4-star. You can use that for healing.
戦士、常に備えを置く。わざわざこんなところまで誘導してくるとは。
分かっていたかのように電波の遮断まで。考えていたよりは頭が回るようだ。だが賢ければ賢いほど生かしておくわ
It's a shame that the only times we get voice acting now is just like this.
分析員には指一本触
And
れ
we,
させない。
we don't get English voices anymore. I'm gonna miss those. It was cool when we did have them though. They will surely be missed.
あの捨て駒どもがヘマしないといいんだが、
Okay.
でないと今回来たあの中佐殿、ずいぶん気が荒いって話だからな。
この程度か。情報。
And we gotta advance carefully and gain intel. Alright.
エリアゼロの連中に追撃を命じたのはあいつらをおとりにする
Right, is this a stealth mission?
どういうことだよ。
何
Mhm.
も分かってない
Right,
んだ
just a typical stealth mission. Oh, nice. Hopefully you can get Tess and her big personality. Right, her very bountiful and plentiful amount of assets. Right, hopefully it goes well for you. I gotta love describing it that way. It truly is one way to describe it. Right, truly one way to describe all of this. Right, she's got a ton of assets. Right.
英雄だって。それがなんだ。今じゃ野良犬同然じゃないか。もういい年だろ。まだ役立たずの部下どもに手を焼いてんのかよ。おまけにあいつらをイエロージに連れ戻すときた。いつの時代だよ、まったく。
部下を生かすためには俺たちのために命がけで働くしかないってわけだ。
Wait, I need to fix. Wait. I just realized I made myself smaller. There we go. Alright.
分析。これではっきりした。ロシフだ。彼は少数のコヨーテを連れてエリアゼロから抜け出した。
Wait, how am I gonna get
今
there?
は軍のために働いている。
I guess I go down here.
始末できして二人の支援に向かう。くれぐれも気をつけてくれ。これは名誉と比べれば何の価値もない。
Alright, we get some intel over here. Alright, down we go.
目標達成だが気を抜くな。
Alright. I guess it's time to fight.
情報。
Oh, okay, that's the end of that mission. That was easy. Alright, very easy. Alright, where to next? Next stage. Progress 3. Alright, so we get 50 per thing. And then we get another 20 from this one. I don't know how many progresses we have. Alright. I'm afraid I won't be able to handle such a large gift, Director Tao. Take care of what we agreed on. I did, so you have to as well. So yeah, stamina cap also increased, which is wonderful. Right, we don't have to worry about cap and stamina too much anymore. We can now hold, what, 24 hours worth? Whether you can handle it or not, it needs to get done. Alright, if your Heimdall operatives really have what it takes to safely reach Yaris, I'll make sure they are taken care of. Don't try anything funny, you have nowhere to run. You're on guard and nervous? That isn't like the Tao I know. It looks like you truly care about the adjutant working under you. Is sending him out of the containment zone making you that anxious? Worry about yourself first. Those Yaris resistance groups you're funding better be able to hold out when facing off against the military. I'm helping you solve a problem, you better not become a new problem for me. Boss, is the newest Operation Breakpoint investigation report. This time, it was handled by someone from the Internal Affairs Department. There shouldn't be anyone missing. Where are they now? They've entered the central mission area and have silenced all communications for their own safety. But their last coordinates were reported 4 hours ago, right in front of the Magician's route. You can get back to work? Understood. Tess, you better not let me down. Right, look how massive her assets are right next to Chenching. Right, Chenching's already pretty big. And then, like, Tess is even larger, like. Right, just look at that size difference. Right, like, just look how much bigger. Alright, you can really feel the weight. You can not feel it, but like, you can really see the weight. You can really see the weight of those. Can you really count on your plan to work? I feel like she might want a bit more support there. Don't worry, just leave it to me. Magic is a skill that makes the impossible possible. Next, just connect the battery panel and why is it moving by itself? Chenching, how did you do that? The Granny Swiftfoot is a test model independently developed by Yggdrasil. Engineering department. Even when the self-driving and power transmission systems are damaged, as long as the signal receiver in the back is still alright, just flip the emergency brake, switch to manual, and like this, and press down on the shifter. Is that easy? They only produced a few of these vehicles. It's no wonder you don't know how to work it, since you've been far away from headquarters for so long. But it's odd that driving permissions and storage door permissions are separated. I set those permissions. Our escort target is something I stole from someone else. After all, I thought I might as well give us some insurance when I loaded the car at the outpost. Oh, is that so? Okie dokie, now that the car can move, let's get it on the old steel mill in the middle of the canyon like we planned. Said the private logistics squad that Director Tao was signed to me already cleaned it all up. We can use it as a supply base and test. As for rest, we'll have to see when the adjutant and the others test. Huh? What is it, Chenching? You're quite odd. Really, how odd? Why did you join the Heimdall force? Good question. Yeah, I'm a foolish girl who just wants the person I like to see my magic. So why did I decide to do something dangerous like join the Heimdall force? You said it's been over a year since you joined Yggdrasil, but Haru said she'd never seen you before. If I said only the well-established operatives of Heimdall force who's seen me is lying in the clinic right now, don't joke about that. Alright. That joke was in bad taste. Seeing you like this, you're going to be hard to trick. Answer my question, why did you join Yggdrasil? Where have you been carrying out missions since you joined? If you're already Heimdall operative, why is it all your information on you is strictly confidential? Why has Tao been personally in charge of you? Adjutant. He asked me why I joined. Why else would I? I don't know what happened to him to make him act like this. His physical condition seems really bad too. I tried asking him, but he won't tell me anything. The adjutant has been acting strange lately, but he wasn't always like this. Then did something happen to him recently? Where were you on the 25th of last month? Or the 25th? Exactly 1 month ago? Right, I received orders from Director Tao to stand by in the border region and wait for the target to appear. I discovered the exact location 3 days ago after waiting for almost an entire month. I rushed over to snatch up the target before other forces could make their move. Why are you asking me that, Chen Sheng? Did something happen last month on the 25th? Have you heard of Operation Breakpoint? I don't know anything about operations that take place outside of the Eurus border region. I can count the number of times I've gone back to headquarters in the past year on one hand. Last month on the 25th, the adjutant led some Heimdall operatives in an internal purge outside of their official authority to perform what was codenamed Operation Breakpoint. Alright then. Let's get on to that then, yeah. I know what time it is. It's time for this. The cat ears. Alright, hi Guns, Kumbar. Welcome, welcome. Oh wait, I need to position myself properly. There we go. Right. I will have Yan Maio testing in about an hour and a half. What do you mean, why are my runtime stats buggy? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Where are you even checking the runtime stats? Right? Because, like, it's, what, an hour 57 minutes? You sure it's buggy? Are you sure? Where do we even check that? Alright, go to stream manager. Oh wait, no, I see up there. Yeah, that looks normal. We're even checking my runtime stuff. Okay, I have no idea why it says that for you. I don't even get to see that when I look at my player there. I have no idea. Oh well, it is what it is. After the downfall of the board, factions started forming in the shadows within the company. Many individuals who had previously sided with the board grew restless. Director Tao and the adjutant led the squad to weed them out, rather than leaving it to the department typically responsible for internal affairs. I didn't even get her yet. I lost the 50-50 again. I'm just doing story to get some digicash to try and pull her. She's got booba, that's for sure. They're massive. They're definitely quite massive. Alright. Like you can already look at a comparison to Chenching, but like... Right, we can put myself next there too. Alright, let's say I put myself in between. Right, like Chenching was already quite big. But like... This size though. Wait, I'm a bit big here. Yeah, probably something more like that. Right, you just look at the comparison. Right, there's a comparison there. Right, Chenching's already bigger than me. Right. I think like... Oh, look at hers. That was her playstyle, she's a support. You can use her ult for free. Right, her ult has 0 cost. And it gives you energy. And it automatically swaps her out after you use it. Right? So she's really good for like Yao 5-star. They literally made another Yao 5-star support. Right? We literally just had Mosher 5-star. Who is literally just a Yao support. And they made another one. She can smack her enemies with booba. Uh-huh. They're definitely quite something. Very big personality she has. Everything's squeaky clean. Yeah, it is. I've already interrogated 7 groups of people, but I didn't get a single piece of incriminating information. Right. They made sure they already had their story straight. They were too calm, almost like they were expecting it. You have the Yao who sleeps to regain HP, which is a nice support. Yeah, and then there's the other thing. Right, everyone has that one. She's free for everyone. At the very worst, this is a deliberate show of strength, but if there's really nothing wrong with these people, Tao wouldn't have us wasting our time on this. Tell me, when you focus all your attention on one thing, what are you most likely to miss? Are we overlooking an even bigger danger? Okay. Adjutant? Life, look out! Marion, the security robot! She's another support that you use to fill your energy at the start. Right? She's a support that gives you extra free energy at the start of a fight. Her attack ricochets, her 5-star also does that too. Except her 5-star is a lot more insane. Alright, stop right there. Adjutant, are you okay? Adjutant? So you're saying someone just shot the adjutant in the back and activated the auto defense system at headquarters? Everyone got hurt as a result, with the adjutant and Wednesday getting the worst of it. You're being careful to not include any speculation? I'm just confused. I haven't worked out all of the connections yet. Yeah, bad luck this time. It is what it is. I know what you mean. No one can work it out? The internal investigation turned out practically nothing, and when the suspect was about to be apprehended, they used some sort of brand new device in front of everyone. It's already become an unknown. It was like a human-Titan fusion. There was no hope of apprehending or recovering it, so the security department had no choice but to eliminate it. If it was the one behind the attack, I would have planned for it to be eliminated from the beginning. And for something like that to happen at headquarters, it's undoubtedly humiliating for Yggdrasil. No, it's humiliating for Director Tao herself. The Heimdall Force had a simple mission since its establishment to oppose the Titan threat and safeguard the future of humanity. But due to our unique position as manifestations and our combat abilities that would frighten any normal person, I've always worried that the Heimdall Force would eventually turn into a tool used in the power struggles as a means to selfish ends. Yeah, they're pretty useful as supports there. Right. From what happened at the 5th Research Institute, the Operation Breakpoint incident, everything points towards us already becoming that type of tool. That's why I keep asking you, Tess, if your reason for joining the Heimdall Force was truly that simple, if it was really just for that person, right? Do you have Chenching 4-star? If you don't, you should, if you don't, right, you're missing out. She's insane. Right, the 4-star version of Chenching as a support, like the strongest one that you can like have. Right, the 4-star version of Chenching. Yeah, you should try using her. She's really crazy. Right, she's also way better at healing than Yao 4-star. She's a lot better at healing. If your reason for joining the Heimdall Force was truly that simple, if it was really just for that person, yeah. You swap. Can you accept that fate? Do you really understand what's concealed behind your identity? Behavior, and the world you live in? What about you, Chenching? What's your motive? What do you mean? You told me all this, which I'm guessing is strictly confidential. Surely you're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart, right? Do I look at it so superficially? No, that's not what I meant. What I really wanted to say is you're asking me those questions. But I think you already know the answers. You know everything about the Operation Breakpoint, but you didn't tell me what your role what role you played in it. As a supervisor appointed by the former board, you joined the Heimdall Force quite late, Chenching. You weren't part of the internal purge team, and you weren't questioned either. I don't know much about I don't know much, but I do know that Director Tao, if she had the Argentine and the other operatives doing this, something like that, she definitely had a plan for you too. What were you doing when the Argentine and the other operatives were attacking Chenxing? You're suspicious of me? Yes, I am, but right now I wanted to ask you a favor. If we accidentally run into unexpected trouble during our mission, you can just treat me the same way you treated me, them a month ago. Okay. Alright. And I don't know if you've seen this one. Oh, what did they send me right now? Oh, it's just the other thing from the drops. Okay. And we get more of these presents. Right. More story to do. When are they gonna send me my free battle pass again? I wonder how long I have to wait. What was it? Right, dispatch. Alright, this one's always truly something. Right, you go in like this. Alright, so I go and do this, watch.
ミッション開始。分析員、どこを見ているのですか？縛られるがいい。
Look at the health.
装填中です。かすりき覚えたと
Oh
しても
shit, I got trapped.
どうなる？
Yeah, I have to like reset for better RNG. But like, you can just see how much damage I do, right? Like 1 minute clear time? Right? That was what I had, but like, RNG, I'm getting a better start.
ミッション開始。分析員、どこを見ているのですか？みそぎ払いました。かすりき珍しい状況ですが、心配無用。装填中です。覚えたとしても、
God damn
どうな
it.
る？
Trying to survive is just the hardest part. Because the older version of this, it didn't have nearly as much health. So it would have been like dead already. I could like one cycle like the original version of this. Almost.
ミッション開始。分析員、どこを見ているのですか？装填中です。 かすり傷です。ご心配なく。
Alright.
計算通り道を守ってあげる。みそぎ払いました。かすり傷です。ご心配なく。雷
I might as well use that for free extra damage. Because it stops time there.
装填かすり傷です。ご心配なく。道をあなたの結末が見えま
Right,
した。
that was worse than my previous clear time, but like... It was like a few seconds
珍
worse.
しい状況ですが、心配無。
Right. But like, you see big... Right, you just see how much like how I delete the boss like that one with this character. Literally just a Chenxing fight. I haven't tried this one. But my Yao 5-star isn't really built. Logistics. I have skill haste there. I think I need the other thing though. Do I not have anything better? I believe I want S energy recovery. Alignment index in that one. I want better pieces. Nope, that's not good. God damn it. Not good, that piece. I need a lot of S energy recovery. I mean, that's a good piece, but like... That's a really good piece, just not for her. Right, you really want S energy. I mean, I guess she could use it. Like, that's a really good piece, the attack crit damage amplifier. Right, like, that's an amazing piece stat-wise, but like... Oh, wait. Can we go delete some pieces? I have like a lot of garbage. Alright, hi Solomon, doing fine. I lost the 50-50 again. As usual. I wish I could like see the piece I delete though before I go and do it. Wait, what are all the Ulnar pieces? Yeah, she is. I'm gonna try to get her, of course. I'm just cleaning some logistics first. Do I keep that? I think I keep that one. I don't keep that one or that one. Those ones I don't keep. I guess I'm gonna get rid of all these Ulnar pieces. I'm just looking at what's worth keeping. Cause I have like a lot of junk here I need to replace. I need S energy recovery. I think I can keep that for now. That's a copium piece. For Yao. I lost it to another Yao 5-star. Right, so now I have like M2.5 on Yao 5-star. I mean, cool I guess, but... I mean, it's not like it does anything because it's like in a weird spot where I can't get another manifestation activated yet. So it's like... It's still... It doesn't... It sucks, right? Okay. Right, because it still feels scuffed as hell. Let's go see the logistics office. Let's see. Well, there is the middle piece, right? So you want... Yeah, we want red. And synergy recovery? Okay, that's perfect. Right, it doesn't matter if it's not attack. I can still use that. Skill haste attack. This one looks better. Alright, we want S energy recovery. I need to get this stuff leveled up. I need a lot of this logistics experience. I mean, I'm gonna eventually get the weapon too. I didn't even look at what the weapon does, but I'm eventually gonna grab it. I'm just gonna wait for them to give me my free handouts. Right? Because they always give me free handouts for being content creator. But I have to wait a bit for that. But like, of course. Right, of course I'm gonna go grab it. Yeah, the weapon looks really nice too, yeah. For sure. Right, I just have to wait for them to give it to me though. Right, I'll just wait for them to give it to me. You can't grab it like Boxer though? Yeah. Oh, it is what it is. Alright, let's get our logistics leveled up. Kinetic damage. We need thermal. Give me thermal. I mean, that's a low roll, but I'll take it. I'll take it, even though it's a low roll. I need more experience for this one. Alright, we have thermal there. 40 pulls and still no tests. Yeah. It is what it is, man. This shit can be rough. Feels bad, man. Alright. Where's the material stage? Oh, I'll just auto clear this. Let me get some materials. I'm gonna level up for logistics. I need more of those. I need more logistic thingies. God damn it, I need more. It's so expensive to level up logistics. It's like, god damn it. Alright, we got another 2 pulls. Nothing. Yeah, just Cirrus. Yeah, you do get a lot of stuff to roll, but yeah. Yeah, for me, it's like I'm basically kind of free to play, but not really. Because of the free stuff they give me. But like, I have to wait, right? I have to wait for them to go through all my shit and give me my next set of free stuff again. Which, it is what it is. But like, yeah. Eventually I'll get the free shit from them. Right, I have to wait for that before I can like pull on the weapons and stuff. Okay, wait. Where is it going from here? You know what? What? You only get 1 if you spend 90? The fuck? You only get 1? God damn. That's a terrible, like, return. You only get 1. Oh, I can do another pull. Just another one of that. Yeah. Yeah, you went to... Yeah, Joran Tunnel is one of the things you can farm. I haven't finished all of the side modes yet either. There's a lot of side modes I haven't finished that I could farm. Right? There's a lot of stuff to do. Oh damn, my basic Fenny's almost M5. That's crazy. Same with Cirrus. God damn, they're almost M5 for some of those. That's just the amount of resources they give me for free. A lot of these guys are like the standards, man. Some of them. Yeah, there's story still as well. Yeah, I barely touched those modes as well. Main story, we got this stuff. There's 12 life things there. I have to do chapter 10 and then this phase 9. Alright, I haven't like finished all this. There's 10 stages here? Alright, there's a couple of things there. Alright, there's a lot of stages I have to do. Right, I'm missing a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. For resources. She can smash through. Okay, third, you got so much good units. You have a thing. Oh. That's cool. Okay, what else we got here? Right, lots of event stuff. Right, back to the story, I guess. Yeah, returning with free rest ranks. That's cool. Wait, what happens if I go in front of that? Whee! I get a free ride. Look, I get pushed along. Free ride. Look, it's a free ride. Oh, I have to protect it. Oh, they were like over there. Right, free ride time. Right, we get a nice free ride. Oh. Item. Alright, we're gonna get pushed along. Alright. Let's go right across again. You learned something about Charlie in the chocolate factory? Okay. Well then. Alright. Let's go kill these guys. Yeah, and remember last update, like last patch, they gave us a free they gave us a free 5-star, remember? Right, they gave us a free standard 5-star last selector last patch, which was nice. I ended up using mine on Yao. Yao 5-star. Let's not talk about G-Game. Oh, G-Game is terrible, man. They just want you to spend $400 per character copy. Or like 2,000 plus to go C6 a character. Right? And then they say fuck you to your time as well. Right? Because they know they don't have to do shit. And they just pad you out. Actually, I have like more than 10 years ago. Yeah, I know. That's because if they're going for C6 R5. Oh yeah, here's something about Genshin artifacts. So here's some funny maths, right? If you calculate probability of getting perfect artifact in Genshin, if I went out and bought a lottery ticket for the my local Lotto 649 lottery ticket, right? The jackpot is $50 million, right? And here's the funny part, right? So the way the lottery works is you have to pick 6 numbers, right? From 1 through 49, and you have to you cannot have any repeats, right? So your chances of guessing the exact numbers is what? 1 out of 49 times 48, because that's 2 numbers, times 47, that's 3 numbers, times 46, that's 4 numbers, times 45. Right, that's 5 numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5 times 44. Right? This is your chances here, right? So getting the full jackpot, you're looking at roughly what, 1 in 10 billion? Yeah, you're significantly more likely to win that lottery there. Right? You're more likely than to roll your perfect goblet, right? How many like, what? When you roll an artifact, when you get a drop, right? So it's a coin flip on the set, right? So 1 out of 2, right? Next is, it's going to be, what slot is it? So that's 1 out of 5, right? And then next is, what's the main set? So we have a goblet, right? How many main sets you get? You get 1 out of every 7 element. So that's 7. HP, it makes it 8. Attack percent makes it 9. I feel like physical damage makes it 10. So, right. So you multiply that again by 10. Right? And then you have to gamble. Okay, how many subsets do you have? 3 or 4. Right? So then we double that. Okay. And then now you have to gamble on the amount per substat. Right, so what subsets are in there? Do you have attack? Do you have flat attack? Do you have defense? Do you have flat defense? Do you have HP? Do you have flat HP? Right, what was the other stats? Was that you have crit? And you have crit damage. Right, so we're already at 8. I think there are more substats. How many subsets were there? But let's just say times 8. Right? And then there's 3 more of those, right? So you multiply that by 8, right? And then you multiply that by 8, right? And then for the next one, you multiply that by 8. We haven't even started rolling. And then each of those artifact substats have a range between 1 to 4 in terms of value, right? So then you multiply that by 4. Then you multiply the second one by 4. You multiply the third one by 4. You multiply the fourth one by 4. Okay, great. So then now you start rolling. Now we start rolling. So you roll an artifact, which at 1 out of 4 chance it will upgrade one of the artifact stats. So we multiply that by 4. And then of course those have a range of 1 to 4 per roll. So we do that again. Okay. And then the second time, we multiply it by 4. You multiply that by 4 again. Right? And you multiply it again by 4. Because the third time, right, we're at plus 12 now. Which, you again, find the range there. We're at plus 12. Wait, we're only at plus 12. We're at plus 12 only. Okay, plus 16. Okay, 1 in 4 chance again. And then here, from there, which stat is gonna get enhanced again? That's another 1 in 4 range. Okay. Oh, it gets better. Okay, 1 more. Times 4. And then times 4 again for plus 20. Right, you divide this then by 49 times 48 times 47 times 46 times 45 times 44. Wait, I did my math wrong before, but I said something else. What is this? 21,000 times more likely? Literally, if I went, like, if every time you got an artifact to drop in Genshin, right? If we wanted, like, the perfect goblet, right? So, like, if you're going for something that wasn't a goblet, yeah, we could reduce the amount, the first multiplier by a little bit. But if you're talking about perfect goblet, you're almost 22,000 times more likely to win $50 million by playing the lottery than to get that perfect goblet. That's probability there for you. That's how bad the Genshin artifact is. It's 8 elements, you forgot. There's physical damage as well. And Goblet can have HP, defense, and attack as a stat too. Right, you're missing, you missed a couple, because there's physical as well. From what I remember. But you're literally, like, significantly more likely to win a $50 million jackpot in the lottery by guessing the correct numbers. Right, you're literally, like, a lot more likely. That's how bad the artifact system there is. You're statistically more likely to win the fucking lottery. That's what math does to you, man. when you start calculating, when you look at how many instances of RNG there is, you're actually a lot more likely to win $50 million. Yeah, that's why I'm like, why do you even bother? You're like actually more likely, right? And I'm not even joking. Yeah, that's the fucking meta slave, man. Imagine being that crazy over it. You're literally significantly, you're several orders of magnitude more likely to enter the lottery and win $50 million. You're significantly more likely. If we're gonna take it all the way down to like, let's say a feather, I'm pretty sure the feather slot or the flower slot, you're only like 6 times more likely versus goblet, but like still. You're like significantly more likely to win a fucking lottery with like a $50 billion jackpot than you are to roll a good artifact like that. Right, it's not $15 million to get all of them, I guess for all of them. Yeah, cause like one character is like what? One character's like $4,000 upwards. Can be upwards of 4,000. How many characters do they have now? Right, there's like... Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, the stat blocker does a lot to reducing the amount of RNG. Because instead of rolling 1 out of 4, you're only rolling 1 out of 3. There's still a range in there, but yeah. Yeah, it's a lot easier, especially when they're all flat stats that you can eventually compound and just make the values not as big. Right? Yeah, data repeater. And then there's Titan stats too to help a little bit as well. Right? Right, but like that's just math there. It's crazy when you think about it. Right? Math goes crazy. Right? Right? And that's why it's like, imagine looking forward to playing their games as well. When that's the RNG you gotta deal with. Right? Imagine. Wait, why isn't it moving? Oh, it's just super slow. Okay. The thing is collapsing. Right, but that's just what happens when you do the math to calculate every single instance of RNG. You know, the actual thing is, it's actually worse than what I gave you that number, because the stats are also weighted from people's data mining. The way it rolls your artifacts, certain stats are valued more than others. Like HP and defensive stats are valued more. You're more likely to roll on less desirable stats. Oh wait, I almost forgot, there's elemental mastery on the goblet as well. Oh, so that's like a number that's another number we forgot. We forgot elemental mastery when I was doing those calcs. So it's even worse. And then there's like another stat I forgot. I didn't even count. But then there's just so much RNG in there. Right? There's so much RNG involved. Right? It's not even funny. It's really not even funny. It gets even worse. Right? It gets even worse. Because I realized I forgot about elemental mastery. The thing that was so badly designed, my brain wanted to block it out. Yeah. How do you have so much bad design? You just do. Right, and they copy it for Star Rail and they're putting it in ZZZ as well, right? Except in Star Rail you have an extra slot, so it's even worse. Right, it's even worse for Star Rail and ZZZ. Yeah. But like, you still, like, you look at the math there, it's like so bad. And that's assuming everything had an equal chance. Right, that's assuming everything had an equal chance, equal probability. Which is obviously not the case. Right, so like, I was being generous with that one. Right? That's like, that was me being generous and giving them like all equal chances. Which we obviously know is not the case. Right? And like, you just see how bad it is. Oh no, I want to put Haru back in there. Honestly, like after getting used to using Haru 5-star, it's hard to go back when doing like basic mob stages. Because she's just so good for mobbing. Haru 5-star. Right. She's just so nice for mobbing. Oh, that's the trial changing right there. I didn't switch it back to mine. And everyone says that this kit beta tests were massive failures. I know. I mean, it's still shit either way. The system is still dog shit either way. Right? It's still dog shit either way. But yeah. I mean, I'll definitely try it at least. But like... I mean, we obviously know what was probably gonna happen with ZZZ. I drop it the day after I try it. Like I did with Star Rail. I dropped it like the same day. Right? I didn't even last the first day. But yeah, Haru just tears through everything, man. She's great. She's just great. I know, I mean, don't forget, PGR did that too. PGR also did that too. The open world thing, I think honestly though, open worlds, there's still a hit and miss factor. Because it's one thing to just have an open world, but another to actually have it like worth your time. Because like that's the thing, eventually I just started to dislike Genshin's open world. Right? Because it just ended up being like just super tedious and annoying to deal with. Especially when you end up being like 3D Pac-Man gameplay just to level up a character. Right? Yeah, Snowbreak, they're testing the waters for sure. I mean, everything in Snowbreak just feels like they're just testing the waters, man. But it is like the first game from the studio doing this. You can farm a set for a year and finally get something decent. Nothing perfect. Bet power creep by a new set. No new character power creep bullshit. I mean, you have just a lot of bad character designs in Genshin, so it's whatever. And bad enemy design. That was like the other thing. Right? The real reason why the people wailing Genshin is so they don't have to fight the enemies properly. Because they're just some of the most annoying and time-wasting shit ever. Right? So instead you just speedrun, so you can just try to ignore certain mechanics so you don't have to deal with it. Because they're just all awful. Right? They're just designed to stall you for time, rather than to be good enemies to fight, if at all. Right? Like, I just eventually just had enough. Right? That's part of why I don't even play it anymore, because as a game, it's shit. Like, just taking it from a gameplay aspect. Right? They screwed up on the story stuff. They don't even use their characters properly. The game part sucks too. So it's like, why would I even play it anymore? Yeah, like, as a free-to-play, it sounds awful. I can only imagine it. It just sounds awful to play it like that. Right? Because, like, you just get the worst of everything. Right? Like, they barely give you any resources, too, right? And you have to basically play it like you're working a full-time job. Sometimes. Right? It's just awful. Right? It's truly just designed to waste your time. Installing enemies in the game where the end game is all about doing 3-minute cringe. No, here, that's the thing. Genshin players, they're lucky they don't have end game. They're lucky. Imagine if Genshin actually had end game. Imagine how much worse that would be. Alright, for the people who were like crying about not having endgame there, just imagine how bad it would be. Right, if they can't even make the game, imagine the endgame. if they made one. No skip feature. Their fucking enemies need a skip feature. Oh wait, they do. It's called wailing for C6 Yai. C6R5 Yai. That's your skip feature. You just place the turrets and then you don't have to fight enemies anymore. Right? Like even the fucking enemies you'd want to skip button. Right, imagine using realism in a game. Yeah, and your quest running, you cannot do the main quest because apparently character is busy. Yeah, and they don't even use the characters properly too. They poorly treat all their characters there. Right? It's like, okay, you have all these characters. Why don't you use them? Why do I instead talk to the same 5 NPCs, just reskinned every single time? Right? The actual world itself is dead. Because the characters, you don't even actually see them doing what they're supposed to, right? You know, why don't you just see the characters, like, actually where they're supposed to be, doing whatever, even outside of that? I mean, that's the reality, man. I did that with my Yai. And that was, like, part of the motivation there. She was the best she's the best character in Genshin, if you whale it. Because it means you can skip the terribly designed enemies a decent amount of the time. She's literally your enemy skip button. Kind of. But like it's totally understandable. Yeah, you just place the turrets and you ignore everything. Because they hit harder than fucking Wu-Tao vaporized charge attacks. I'm not even joking. The turret hits will hit harder. Literally, imagine having automatic AFK damage that's stronger than Jingshou and C6 Hu-Tao. C6R5 Hu-Tao combined. Assuming you have C6R5 Yai. And people say there's no power creep there. There actually is, as someone who had both. That's the thing though, you need C6R5 to do that, man. It's the C6 that makes it, that makes Yai broken. Because she just ignores most of the enemy defense. Ignoring the defense is why she's like that. Because, you know, the damage ends up scaling like crazy. But like, you need that level of investment for it. So like, it's not exactly, you know, very friendly. And imagine, God forbid, you're gonna try to like, save for that. Yeah, if I C6 with her own weapon. Yeah, I had R5 with her own weapon. Yeah, the damage was disgusting. I haven't logged into my account in a long time, but the damage was disgusting. It literally felt like it was stronger than using Hu-Tao with Jingshou. Except I didn't even have to do anything. It was just automatic damage. Right? Oh wait, I was like not paying attention to the story. Alright. Hey, here Ajahn. I wasn't in a rush to take a cut from her. Instead I looked into her eyes and pressed her on about something I've been wondering for a long time. Exposed Sears for eavesdropping. At 3 o'clock yesterday, there was someone outside the command room. It was you, right? But yeah, like, I'm not even joking. It was ridiculous. They have stupid gimmicks like Ghost Wolf enemies that hits your whole party and poison. Yeah, a lot of it's dumb. Look at the was it the Lectors and the Heralds? You, like, after you deal damage to them, you have to then use elemental reactions to pop their stupid shield. But like, all attacks have these weird, stupid internal cooldowns on applying elements. So it's like actually designed to stall you for time. Because like, even if you have level 1 characters, it'll do the same thing as a full max character there. Right? Or you have enemies that will just literally have invulnerability frames, right? Like what? I think Mago Kenki boss, the fastest speed run of it was like 17 seconds. And it's only because 16 of those 17 seconds, it's literally immune to damage. Right? They just been all bullshit. It's like, I eventually realized, I'm like, would you guys actually want endgame of that? Would you guys actually want an endgame version of that? Right? Because, like, I eventually realized, fuck no. These enemy designs are terrible. Right? The fucking shit there is, like, all bad. I wouldn't want endgame. I wouldn't want to play an endgame version of that. It sounds so miserable. Right? Like, it actually sounds so goddamn awful. Why the fuck would you even want it? That's like a different perspective, right? They can't even design shit that was nice properly the first way around. It's like, imagine wanting more. Right? Eventually, like, that's the mindset I ended up getting to. It's like, why the fuck would I want more? Right? It's like you go to, like, no, like, it's imagine you go to, like, you go to, like, what? Right? And wanting more in Genshin is like, what? You go to the, you go to, like, the shitty place there, where you have you go to where, like, all the drug dealers and shit are, right? You go to that place, right? And instead, you go get the junk that's, like, left over, the waste behind, that's left behind there. You go pick up those broken needles and shit. It's like you want more of that stuff. And all the other garbage there. That's basically what it's like. I'll describe it, man. Or maybe no, you want, it's like you want something to eat, so you go to like the nastiest McDonald's. You go to the fucking toilet there and you eat from there. Right? Yeah, you don't want to design them anything serious. Exactly. The thing is, they can't even do a proper story and exploration there either. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I would rather go explore Tower of Fantasy Inners than do Genshin exploration above land. Let alone the underwater stuff in Fontaine, because that thing was terrible. I'd rather fucking do Inners exploration. I'd rather 100% Inners than do any Genshin exploration at this point. I would rather. Right? They both suck. But, like, I would rather than freaking play Genshin above water. Right? Because, like, the way they handle the characters, man. You actually look at the characters. Do they even use their characters? You got all these characters. Why don't you use them in your story? The story takes you to Leeway. Okay? Why don't you use all the Leeway characters instead of the same 5 NPCs? Same thing with Sumeru. Use the actual characters there. Don't make me talk to the fucking NPCs. Right? What the hell is that? Genshin, everything is just bad. The only thing they have is some nice character art, but that's it. Yeah, it was your first gacha you invested fallacy, yeah. But you haven't even done the story. I gave up on the story because the story ended up being kind of shit. People just confusing quantity text with quality. Right? But, like, if we're gonna talk about, like, how we would rate things on, like, or I would put, like, a drive to the fucking do, like, in terms of, like, how engaging Genshin story was. So, when I was in high school, right? When I was in 12th grade, I had a calculus class. And the textbook there we used was, like, 40 years old. So, like, the calculus teacher I had, he would barely make use of the textbook outside of a couple problems here and there. And even then, it was super rare. Because most of the time he would just make his own shit in terms of handouts and stuff and give it to us for assignments and stuff. So that barely, like, I would say I had more engagement, honestly, from that 12th grade calculus textbook from like 40 years ago that we barely even touched than I ever had in Genshin. Like, if I was to be honest, in terms of like the stuff going on there, I had more engagement from a calculus textbook I barely even touched when I was in high school because the school funding wasn't exactly the greatest. So they were using like cheap ass textbooks that they had. Right? Yeah, there was a mod that lets you delete NPCs, honestly. Yeah, we saw that. That was a great mod, honestly. Whoever got that mod in there, they improved the game. Actually deleting content. Like, that's the thing. Right? And here's the thing, though. That's not just a Genshin problem. That's a problem with most open world games, to be honest. Right? It's like the Ubisoft problem with a lot of their games and stuff as an example. there's a lot of just problems with a lot of open world games where it's just padded out with filler instead of actual quality there and stuff to do. It's just padded out, right? So it looks great for playtime, I guess. But is that really what you want to be doing, right? Right? And like, you know, we see people like complain and joke about 3D Pac-Man and Tower of Fantasy. But imagine if you had to do that for every fucking character, right? Because we had to do 3D Pac-Man for Domain 9 stuff, for exploration, right? 3D Pac-Man, you guys all remember doing that. But imagine doing that for every character. You want to go level up a character, man. On top of the whole resin bullshit, artifact farming bullshit and all that, right? And the cost of the character. You gotta do that 3D Pac-Man with Genshin scuffed movement. Right, the slow as hell Genshin movement. That like, you run out of stamina every 5 seconds. So you have to wait like 30 seconds before you can keep moving. Right, even worse when you have to do climbing and stuff. Right, it's like, eventually it's like, I had enough. And the Paimon text problem as well. Don't forget, right? Yeah, it's like seriously, you don't have to fill the dead air, just skip to the next bit. It's worse than it's like a lot worse. It's way worse. Yeah, because you have worse movement, and you need to collect more things. Right? That's being generous, man. That's being generous calling it a failed clone. That's being generous. That's actually being overly generous. Right? You're being super generous calling it a failed clone. Right? It is what it is, though. After some time, she seemingly made up her mind about something. She took a deep breath and raised her gaze to meet my own. Yes, it was me. Oh, just hit you? Sorry, I've been a little paranoid recently. Did I scare you? It's alright, let's head back. I'm not done with the mission briefing yet. They locked the upgrade behind that Pac-Man, I know. It is what it is. It is what it is, but it only gets worse if you've seen the stuff in the later areas. It only gets worse. Look at the interactive map, man. Go open up the Genshin interactive map and look at the later regions. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Right? I just want to ask your help with something. Even though Cirrus had a serious personality, she'd always carried an additional trace of confusion due to her memory issues. Right? It's really bad. But in that moment, confusion was nowhere to be found in Cirrus's gaze. Instead, what's the Pac-Man? What do you mean, what's the Pac-Man? Remember, we're talking about the Genshin shit? Right? So, collecting all of those weird flowers or items, you need to level up a character, right? You needed like 169 or something, and you needed some other item where you need like 1 billion of something else. Right? So there's that instance. There was the Oculus as well. And then eventually you needed to collect the sigils for the region 2, or whatever they were called. Right? Except you needed to collect a lot of them, and they're all locked behind Pac-Man. Right? So it's like, that was another thing. You pull a character and it's like, congratulations on wasting $400 on your character. Now you get to play 3D Pac-Man. Right? Right? It's like, you know, I can't. Oh yeah, Fontaine was gonna suck hard, of course, underwater. Right? Water levels in games, man. Imagine liking water levels in games. Alright? You know, imagine. Except it wasn't. Right? That's the thing. You need to actually have the movement and stuff to be enjoyable. Right? Except they didn't do that either. Right? You love hitters, what you mean? For me, hitters was still really scuffed, man. The relic and the and the mounts, they helped a lot, but it's still really scuffed, man. Especially when you had to like grind those fucking swordfish fins, those swordfish fins, man. Right, but in that moment, the confusion was nowhere to be found in Sirius's gaze. Okay. I already read that part. I think my memories may have been altered. I felt like something wasn't right before we left. The day at the command room, I just wanted to talk to you about it. You could have just opened the door and walked in. Why'd you hide outside? Because your expression made me realize the possibility. As absurd as it seemed, I still asked. You're suspicious of Tess, right? Yes. I suspect that she might be worked with whoever altered my memories. It was a crazy theory. Even so, there was a chance it could answer a question that had been bothering me. What was Tess's true identity? Maybe what Sirius was about to say would give me some clues. Okay. Wait, why is my mouse not responding properly? Comfort Sirius. Alright. What do you mean to actually do the mechanic? You had to do that back then. If you were doing it back then, that was the only way to get the fins. You had to do the mechanic. I guess they might have done something now. I haven't farmed it in a long time, but like, you actually had to do the mechanic for them. Hey, come here, sit down. Be careful, don't get cut on the broken glass. She stood, not willing to budge as I tried to move her into a seat. I had no choice but to use some strength to convince her to give up her headstrong attitude. After she finally sat down across from me, my gaze shifted on to the item that she was holding tightly. You said you suspected Tess with working with whoever altered your memories. Does that mean you have an idea of who's behind it? The Internal Affairs Department. During that month you were injured, Yggdrasil established a new department under Director Tao. It was made up of formerly security department personnel, handle reserve operatives, and some off-the-books manifestations who were under the company's control. What do you mean, what Pac-Man? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know what? Let me go find that clip from Maggie's channel. That shitpost she made a while back. That should give you a good idea. Oh shit, Maggie's already doing the stream with the testing. Right, because the thing already... There, let me find that short. Okay, here. Okay. So, this is what I call 3D Pac-Man, okay? When you're doing that, that's 3D Pac-Man. Except there are no ghosts. It's if 3D Pac-Man had no ghosts. Right? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what we mean by 3D Pac-Man. Alright, now you know. When you that's what we describe that activity. 3D Pac-Man. Right? During that month, the internal affairs supervisors closely monitored us, and we had to participate in at least 3 rounds of questioning and investigations per day. What do you mean, oh shit, that actually looks fun? You don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know. Okay? You know what? When we get to the test server segment on the stream, I will show you the map. Right? I will show you the fucking map of Joltville, man. And you'll see all the things to collect. They took my recorder pen and notes during the time. The thing is, I collected most of them already, so you won't even see the full map. You won't even get to see how bad it really is. After they gave it back to me, I couldn't shake the feeling that they've altered my memories. And since then, I feel like I keep remembering things incorrectly or mixing them up. Like this. She picked up the recorder pen, lowering her head and checked the file. Then she pressed play. Audrey, what are you doing here at this time? Are all the weapons and the equipment for the escort mission ready? Everything's here? Dozens of sealed boxes filled with combat equipment set on the weapons workshop transfer platform? Just leave the small stuff to me. You still haven't fully recovered yet, Adjutant. You should be resting. I know I went to the weapons workshop before we left, but I don't remember seeing you there. This memory, it was clearly spliced together. It was true, I hadn't gone to the weapons workshop, and my voice in the recording had definitely been from another time somewhere else. Are all the weapons and equipment for the escort mission ready? Everything's ready. Carolyn will arrange for these weapons to be loaded into the train we're taking. Sirius had notified the emergency plan. If we're running into any unforeseen circumstances on the train, I will protect you and she will execute the backup plan. What if Sirius said was true and internal affairs reach was truly extensive, but what was their goal? You said you were suspicious of Tess? What makes you think she's working with internal affairs? Because of Director Tao? Director Tao, she came to see me privately. Thanks to her order, I was the first to be released from house arrest. I think she must know how much I rely on my recorder pen to remember things, so internal affairs could easily tamper with my memories. Or maybe she thinks I'm not as strong as Wednesday or Haru, so I'd be easy to manipulate. Either way, she started giving me things to do, doing stuff for some of internal affairs operations. Right, the day before we left, I went to the weapons workshop to get the equipment for the internal affairs special task force ready. It was a task force made up of around 20 people. They also left Eurus. So you're telling me this now because of your memory of being a weapons workshop was altered? But what does it have to do with your suspicion of Tess? She shoved her hand in my pocket, and the trace of anger flashing through her gaze. Then she pulled out the evidence. Oh shit, look at this. I found this in the weapons workshop the day tucked between the internal affairs department boxes. What was one of Tess Cockton's cards doing there? She asked a critical question, and truth be told, I'd seen that card before. You'll be leaving the containment zone in a week for Eurus. Get ready. The field operative at the border had completed her mission. Your objective was to deliver the loot she obtained to Duchess Tatiana Orlovas from Baronetcy Prebor. I don't want to suspect my own squad mates, but is Tess Coden really a Heimdall operative? The sudden sound of my communicator beeped drowned out Sirius's voice. I glanced over my communicator and saw a call request from Haru. Just as I was about to pick up, I raised my gaze and spotted an uninvited guest. Adjutant? My communicator continued to beep, but my attention was elsewhere. I looked over at Sirius's shoulder at the carriage door position behind her. Standing there was a figure who absolutely couldn't and shouldn't have been there. Adjutant, are you not going to answer that? So the sound of another call came through. The figure I was staring at moved as well. His steps were strong, steadfast, and completely calm, as if he was mocking me. I reached out, intending to turn off the communicator on the table in front of me. However, his hand caught my wrist first. You ought to answer that call, Heimdall, Adjutant. Your commander. You wouldn't want your subordinates to worry, right? Adjutant, I found out who was behind the attack. It was Joseph. He comes from the containment zone with some of the coyotes and is currently working for the military. I'll take care of the Inspector General before I provide backup for the others. Please be careful on the train. Understood. Execute the backup plan and continue gathering intel. Make sure to stay safe. For the rest, I'll think of something later. I ended the call before Haru noticed anything was off, raising my gaze to look at the person in front of me. Who's she gonna take care of and who's she providing backup for, I'm the Adjutant. Sirius, you can head out for now. I want to have a talk with this military officer alone. Oh, alright. Remember when I said, go ahead. Even though there was a confusion in her gaze, Sirius stood up immediately. Her eyes darted back and forth between me and Inspector General, but she silently followed my order. Just as I was about to pass by the officer and approach the door, the officer suddenly reached out with his free hand. Stand up and draw the thing. Okay, we'll just pin him. I grabbed the officer's hand. It was gripping my wrist. using the body weight to pull him towards me. After throwing him off balance, I took my chance to reach for the gun in the holster at his waist in my other hand. However, the officer's strength and reaction speed far exceeded my expectations. He lifted his knee and knocked me over, twisting his waist, squashed on any hope I had of grabbing his gun. He then reached down into his weapon. Meanwhile, Circe took advantage of the attack to turn off the safety on her shotgun. She used the weight of her petite body to slam the butt of her gun into the officer, causing him to stagger backwards and aim the gun squared at his heart. I dare you. Get your filthy hands off my operative. Okay. Yeah, we couldn't even finish most of this. But we have to get ready for the test stuff soon. Right. Let me get that stuff ready then. I can do one more pull. Right, so I guess I'm not getting her today. Right. We're about to switch over to the test server. I lost the 50-50. So I've been like trying to grind to try and get tests. She's quite massive with her chest there. Very well endowed, so to speak. It is what it is, man. Right. Yeah. Right, like, we looked at a comparison with her size with the other ones earlier, right? But like, damn, those are massive. Those are quite something. They really are. Right, they're really... I think she's good. She's a support. She gives you like full energy at the start or something. I'm pretty sure. Alright, she can give a bunch of energy up front. She has her uses depending on what you're playing as. Right? At least I already did my personal files and stuff. Okay. But yeah, you also missed because like some of the drops are there. I have to get my stuff set up though. To swap over shortly. To the ToF test server. Let me get my stream key as well. Right. Right, and then those of you guys on YouTube, right, make sure you have autoplay turned on so that you will automatically get redirected when it's to the test server stuff. Right, if you have autoplay. Right. I'm gonna quickly use the washroom and then probably get food already. So that thing. They also added though in the new patch. They finally added chat. But yeah, I'll be right back. Right. And then after that, we'll be switching over to the test server. Oh, this is definitely not intended. I'm just like, cause like what happens is I'm diving into the water, but I'm not like going into the water. I'm canceling it. I'm animation canceling the dive with another dive. You guys gotta clip this. Right? Yeah, just animation canceling it. Wait here, I gotta... Oh shit, because he's behind. This is a pain. I want him first, not Charizard first. This is annoying. Let's attack delay. You. When you get it to work, very simple, right? Put down your Linfield. Switch to Samir's weapon, and there you go.
Situation is under control.
What the? I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this.
Like a bird in a cage.
I found a bug. I'm flying! I'm flying, guys. I'm flying. What the hell just happened? Now I fell down. Oh, we got her. Fuck. Okay.
アイスはキャンディー派かクリーム派か小さい頃はアイスキャンディーでしたが今はアイスクリームの方が
Five penny. Five penny. Five penny. Five penny. We got Luna. But you know what that means? We have to do something. We have to get our weapon. Okay. Let's go get our weapon. What's our weapon thing? Alright, back to the skill thing again. Okay, we have liftoff. We have liftoff. We have liftoff. We have liftoff, guys. We have liftoff. Are you ready for takeoff? % damage.
Ah, se la agarré.
Technically speaking, in AoE situations, it's even worse because Yuan's shred would be better than Nonion's shred. You see the problem here?
Esa estuvo bonita porque no pude prender todo el combo, pero es porque lo estaba haciendo muy
Why even
bien.
use
Ya la máquina
Right,
está
how do I
sufriendo.
get more damage instead? I just click here. I have to click inhabit instead. I know. I'm using time
せっかくの休日ですが一回何をす
Right? Like, I actually lose damage.
ればなるほど
I know, that was an epic moment. For sure. Alright, I'm back. I got food. Hi there, welcome, Guilty. Alright. Oh. Wait, did I get a raid? Oh, we got a raid earlier. Welcome, guys. I didn't even see the thing. But welcome. Thanks for the follow. I just went to grab food because it's already like 7:45. Right, we've just been going through the story of the new update. Because I need to grind some stuff because I lost the 50-50 on Yao 5-star again. Right, who I don't even have like her finished, like I barely started building her. She's just been sitting there. Eventually I'll get her built up. But yeah. Hey, I see. You began to play Snowbreak this Monday. Ah, that's cool. You've been having fun with it so far. But like, yeah, I just went to grab food. Because shortly, within a few minutes, I'm gonna slowly switch over to the test server for the next Tower of Fantasy unit. I just gotta make sure I have everything ready before I switch it over. Because I did put that in the stream title as well. Right, because I do have Yan Maio test server access, and I did plan on switching over to that. Right, and we'll do more Snowbreak another day. Oh, okay, let me fix the category there. Okay. Right, so you guys on YouTube though, if you haven't already turned on autoplay, keep that, make sure it's on so you get switched over. Because I'm going to switch over now. Right, I'm going to switch it over. Okay. Let me just press the button so we can get ready to switch over. But yeah, thanks as well for the follow, Tidio Monso. Alright, let me make sure I have that thing set up. As well as, you, KLD. Thanks for the follow. Where's the disclaimer? Oh wait, that's not the right one. Oh wow, it automatically picked up Snowbreak for that for some reason. Where was it? Where's the disclaimer? Oh, there it is. Right. Let me get it loaded up. Alright, we're gonna switch on over now. Let's see. I close Snowbreak now. And then open ToF test. There we go. Yeah, let's see the new character now. Right? Okay, YouTube guys, you're gonna get kicked off and restart.